Holy cow, we had a power outage. Power outage. Okay, we should be good to go. Somebody give me a quick sound check before I get to run out my mouth. Please and thank you. Oh yes, we bike. We bike. We bike. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, right on. We good. We should be good. Hey man, technology, life. I don't know. Technology and life, y'all. Technology and life. Okay. Sound good? Awesome, awesome. Okay, so the goal is to give you guys 4 hours to make up for the last 2 days I was not here because I'm outside touching grass. I am outside touching grass, as we all should be, as everybody should be. I think I've got my Twitter issue fixed with the videos, but I'm not sure. Let me do one quick test run, because it's like, it depends on what tab I select, right? So it's the tab that I'm using, which is weird. Okay, this is hella weird. Okay, man. We just wanted to make it do what it do. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Return. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 skadoosh. What is this? Oh, this is a real thing. Hold up, I'm looking at something, y'all. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with your boy. Nah, I'm not doing this one. Okay, return. Okay, I want return sequel. Hey, happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. I don't have Facebook. Why would you turn me to Facebook? Okay, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. All right. Everybody's good? I'm here for Zendaya Scout. She's got three faces: the scowl, the the. Okay, so I watched the drama. Has anyone seen the drama with her and Robert Pattinson? It's about this soon to be married couple, and they got friends, and everybody reveals their deepest darkest secrets. And Zendaya's deepest darkest secret was she had planned a school shooting when she was a teenager, and it goes downhill from there because everyone's like, oh my god, how could you? And then one of the characters, her maid of honor, had a friend that was killed in a situation like that, and Robert Pattinson's character is a total cuck. He is a total mensch. He is a bitch throughout this movie. And Zendaya, there's a one scene when they're walking across the street in the crosswalk and they almost get hit by a car, and Zendaya just goes off on the driver, and I'm like, she's not acting. I think, and listen, and congrats to her and Tom Holland, but she runs that relationship. She runs, she runs these men. Um, Tom does not strike me as a guy that's going to tell her, "Hey, shut up," or "stop," or "no." You know what I'm saying? I think he gives me like he'll just do whatever it takes to make her happy type vibes. I'm just like, I don't see their marriage lasting long. I just don't. I think she's too strong of a personality. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that scene, the crosswalk scene. I'm like, that bitch is not acting. I truly believe she has a nasty mouth. I truly believe that. And yeah, the chemistry is cool between them, but off camera, when I see them interact, she runs him. I don't care what y'all say. She runs him. You can just tell. Let me see. The drama crosswalk scene. Oh, here maybe we have it. Oh, come on, give it to me. Find it. Find it. It's not gonna let me find it. It's not gonna let me. No, it's not gonna. The only character I was rooting for in the drama was Blake. Blake strikes me as a ultra conservative, MAGA type esque that tells women to shut up. And the one character, Emma, who is loose adjacent friends with everybody, she's having a conversation with Robert Pattinson's character. She reveals that she had a nice guy. She cheated on a nice guy. And then she got with Blake. Blake treats her bad, cheats on her. And he's like, well, why you like it cheating on? Why are you with a bad guy? I don't know. So during the the wedding reception, it gets out that the Pattinson's character and Emma made out, right? And then he's like, Did you sexually assault Emma? And he headbutts the dude. I mean, he's a big dude. I'm just like, Blake is my guy. Blake is the only sensible character I liked in this entire movie. The one black guy that's with the maid of honor. He's hella effeminate. She barks at him. She tells him what to do. This entire movie, the drama. I personally am tired of seeing these movies where the man is just such a bitch, pussy, emasculated, feminized. That's when I see a character like Blake, I'm like, yeah, even if it's a white dude, I got no choice because he's the only stand-up alpha man that's gonna tell everybody to shut up and put hands on people. And then she even says to Pat's character, she's like, have you seen Blake? He would murder me in 2 seconds. Blake is the only decent, relatable character. I don't hang out with guys that, the wives give them a look and they shut it down. Like, I don't know what that's like. I don't. I can't find a crosswalk scene. But that crosswalk scene, I'm like, this heifer's not acting. She's just fucking crosswalk. She kicks at the guy's car. I know it's a fictional scene, but that's not acting. I believe she has a very, very smart mouth. Let me find something with them two interacting, and you can clearly tell she is the dominant personality in their marriage. Let's see. Off camera interactions. Let's do that, yeah? Let's do that. Let me see. Let me see what I can find, y'all. Matter of fact, let's go to Twitter. I think Twitter's going to give us the best insight, even though, once again, this is all strictly just outside, peripheral. Like, we don't know the inner workings of the relationship, nor should we. But just on the outside looking in, he does what she says, man. I just like, ugh. I'm a dinosaur. I'm old school. I'm a caveman. I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. You might hear the word bit. You might hear bitch come out my mouth. I don't know. You make me angry enough. You might, yeah. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Okay, let's do this. Zendaya, Tom Holland. It's like almost performative. Like, I get you're happy and madly in love, but it just feels so performative. And I'm just like, this can't be real. Is it real? Is it live or is it Memorex? I can't. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, so that is not working. But all my other media players are working. Man, we're just gonna do it old school, y'all. We're gonna have to do it old school. Okay, because all this plays, which is weird. Now it's not playing. Hold on. Yeah, I do not like, as a couple, I think that they don't strike me as couples goals. I just don't. Okay, let's go here. Let's look at some interactions between these two. I don't know. I don't. No, don't make me log in. Let's see here.
Wait. Hi. Hey.
Ugh, this movie was trash. Challengers, that was a trash ass movie. Super trash.
Trailer.
I just don't like them. I don't know. Whatever works for them. I don't like them. Or it just feels like they're doing too much. It feels very, here we go. Let's go here. It feels very, very performative.
Be able to finish the lyrics to one of the most iconic songs of all time. The lyrics are, don't stop, don't move, just keep it there, keep it right there.
Oh. Keep it right there. It's my song, guys. Yeah. That's replay. So thanks, guys.
Fake fans.
Yeah.
Tom Holland and his Spider-Man co-star Jacob Batalone busted by Australia's pedestrian
Right there.
Oh.
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's my song, guys.
That was the wrong one.
That was a gotcha. That was
She looks like she got a smart mouth. She looks like a handful. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. To some guys, that could be a challenge. She just looks like she would have something really smart to say and dare you to do something about it. Like, I just don't like her vibes, man. I do.
Your head.
That was a
great
gotcha
time.
I
journalism.
like it. I love it.
Just got your clip. Right?
That's crazy.
I just missed the dance, the little heel up moment in the dance.
One clip I was looking for, they were drinking, or he drank some wine, and she gave him a funky look, and he put it down quickly. Drinking. It was weird. So he had a little alcohol problem. Is that what you're telling me?
Now let's turn to this smoldering triple threat.
I'm almost more excited.
The Odyssey's Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, and Matt Damon completely ripped and wrestling it out in the desert for GQ's Sexy Summer issue.
This is definitely the biggest movie that I've ever done in my career.
To play Odysseus in the stars Tom is
skip ahead,
too,
skip ahead.
and I think doing it really gracefully.
I feel very secure and happy, and I'm enjoying life.
Also in the mag, Tom gets candid about his decision to get sober, saying that in 2019, at the peak of Spider-Man fame, quote, I was obviously drinking. I was falling in love. I could sit at home in my hotel room and finish a minibar and go to work the next day. I feel like I got to hit the reset button and end the chapter of being a kid in Hollywood. As for his fans' favorite
Okay, so he had a little, and never forget.
performance,
Right, and never forget.
Tom told all during his appearance on Amy Poehler's Good Hang podcast.
Yeah, everybody got to do the gay shit. Everybody. So let's not forget that as well. Okay. I just don't. I just don't think this is what regular people should aspire to. What works for them works for them, but it's Hollywood, man, and these people get together for different reasons. I wouldn't. Regular folks should not aspire to be like these people. Should not. Should not. I can't find that clip, man. She gave him a funky look and he put that shit down ASAP. I don't like them. Or they don't appeal to me. Like, they're children to me. You know, they're children to me. And they're Hollywood, so they really don't appeal to me. First year sobriety's toughest challenge. He launched an non-alcoholic premium beer. Let me see if I can find that. Once again, y'all, I'm going to be here for 4 hours. I'm going to be here for 4 hours. I'm going to be here for 4 hours. Let's go here. Okay, yeah, got it.
Because I had a problem.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't put it down. And it was affecting my professional life. It was affecting my personal life and my health.
Now, I would ask white people, how y'all feel about your last two Spider-Men have been British? Andrew Garfield. Once again, let me just say this. Andrew Garfield is my personal favorite Spider-Man. I just think he has way more emotional range than Toby or Tom. To me, he's a far better actor than both of them. I don't care what y'all say. It's not a debate. For me, Andrew is my personal favorite Spider-Man. Okay. He's, what is he, 6'1", 6 feet? So he clearly towers over these two midgets. Damn, I forgot my original point. Just like, let's get back to this. Oh yeah, that was my real thing. Yeah, so white folk, your last two Spider-Men have been Brits. Your latest Batman is a Brit. I'm just saying, I guarantee at some point the white Americans will be having these same conversations us urban folk are having with British actors. I promise you, give it time. You got to give it time. We are the canaries in the coal mine. Okay, what affects us, we experience it way earlier than everybody, decades earlier than everybody, but eventually everybody gets infected. Okay, but I guarantee you're gonna start hearing white Americans, what's all these British, why are they British actors? But let's continue.
So I decided to pack it in, and I got through that first year, which I think was the toughest challenge that I've ever been on. And during that first year, I noticed that there was limited options for people like me that were looking for something that would scratch that itch, that would help you live or go to the bar and be a part of the social experience, but not feel like the only person with a lemonade.
Yeah.
The truth behind the shandies, which we're bringing out this summer, is that Z has never drank. She's never been a drinker.
She's incredible.
She's the best. She's the best.
She's the best.
She's never
She's
drank.
so on her game.
I know.
So much.
And which means she never found the taste for beer.
Yeah.
And everyone remembers their first beer.
Yes.
It's a little bit like, ooh, that kind of doesn't
it
taste
is.
great.
It's like, why does my dad drink this all the time?
And then you get drunk and you're like, oh,
I
okay,
see.
let's go.
I'm not here, but I'm here. Yeah.
Right. So she's incredibly proud of Biro. It's just there is a missing link of like, she doesn't enjoy the stuff that I'm trying to sell.
Right.
Okay, give it time. The conversation will be had. I promise you. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do some green. Yeah, somebody said green lines. Fine, I'm with that. Let's do some green lines testing. Yes. Oh, still wanna debate, huh? That's fine. Okay. Still wanna. I get it. Hey, man. I could be wrong. I rarely am. But let's continue. Once again, these are pictures, y'all. So you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. These are just pictures. You see how they done moved away from Florence Pugh? Did y'all notice that on the red carpet? Well, hold on.
Who was that? Who's arrived? Oh, Zendaya's arrived. That sounds about right. What was the second one?
Where's it at? Let me find it. Y'all look at all the distance. Y'all see how somebody here is intimidated by Florence Pugh? She's a bad motherfucker, man. And there were stories of friction on set. Now, why are y'all like this? This body language. Look at this. Look how isolated she is. Why is that? Why is that? Why? I get it. These three worked on a movie together, but this is a group photo. Y'all all worked on this movie together. Why is she isolated? Y'all got to pay attention to body language, man. Now I generally get that Tom is extremely happy to be married to this woman, but I just don't. If they make it past 5 years, I would be shocked. I would be shocked to make it past 5 years. Once again, hey little dude. Hey little dude. Hey little dude. Hey little dude. Okay. Once again, I've never seen. See, this is what I'm looking for. Pictures like this. Like I rarely ever see her lean into him, and even then, she gotta lower herself, or they gotta be sitting down, even height. Look at all their stand-up photos, man. All their stand-up photos, they're both in the masculine frame. You can't have that. They're both in the masculine frame. You cannot have that. You cannot have that. Okay, this is the first time she bends her neck into him, and I get it. She's taller than him. I get it. He's a little guy, but jeez, man, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, they make it 5 years, I will be shocked as shit. And she never completely turns her body into him. Look at the angle. Now, if we're just going straight up and down, even she got him leaning off center. He's not even straight up and down. Look how far back she's leaning. Okay. I could be wrong. Look at the married photos. No, this is bad. This is bad. Really? This is how y'all took y'all's wedding photos with your husband? Like all this? This is how you took photos? I mean, to each his own, I guess, man. All right, man. That's how some of y'all in y'all's marriage. Okay, y'all's wedding. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, the only time he can be over her is if they're sitting down. Other than that, and like I said, she's always pretty much straight up in the masculine frame. Look, this is not good. Look, she got him leaning off center. I know. I don't know what I be talking about. I just be running my mouth. Oh, that's a good boy. Look at, such a good little boy. You learned him a trick today. This is how you look at your kids when they learn something new. This is how I look at my cat. This is how I look at Duchess when she does something that makes me laugh. Okay, such a good little. Did you do it all by yourself? Are you having fun, little guy? Look at this. Here we go again. Like, bitch, if you don't get your hand off my shoulder, making me look bad. You quit sunning me in public. I know. What do I know? I'm just a guy running his mouth. I'm a guy with a microphone running his mouth. But Sly, I know. Yeah, I know. Like I said, they make it past 5 years, I will be supremely shocked. This is probably the best photo. Probably the best looking photo as far as power dynamics. But then outside of this contrived environment, this is really how it is. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. People still want to debate me on the BAM and Asia. Like, you guys are okay. You know, let's go there. Some of y'all's dumbass arguments and responses to me. So let's before I get to my Spider-Man real quick. Some of y'all's I respectfully, some of y'all's dumbass responses and comments when it comes to marriage. I get it. Don't get, for you motherfucker, don't get married. How about that? Okay? I'll tell you goofballs that always got something to say. Don't get married and you'll be okay and life will work out for you. Okay? Now, let me go to my comment section. Let me show y'all how flawed some of y'all's arguments are. Once again, if this couple makes it past 5 years, I will be supremely shocked. Because their interactions give me the ick. She just looks like a very strong, mouthy woman. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's your type. If you're a type of guy that can shut all that down by giving her a look, cool. But he is just enamored and I mean just deeply in love with this woman, as you know, as one should. As one should. Look at this shit here. Okay, now could be something, could be nothing. Fellas, do you take pictures like this with your lady? Yes or no? Fellas, are you taking pictures with your lady like this? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is her arm around your fucking neck? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you taking pictures with your lady like this? Please stand up and you know, yes, I do. Okay, God bless you. God bless you. Once again, this is a good looking picture. Once again, don't forget this man was in a goddamn corset and some tights and some what's it called, stocking, and you know what I'm saying. So everybody got to do the gay shit. Okay, I don't care about that because that's part of the game. I get it. It's part of the game. Part of the game. Okay, part of the game. I get, yeah. Are you taking pictures like this with your woman? Fellas, are you taking pictures like this with your woman? Yes or no? She says that now, bruh. Everybody says that until they meet that one. I don't even take people that say that serious. I'm like, okay, you haven't met your one. Everybody says that until they meet that one person. That's why I don't even pay it no mind. All right. What was I say I was going to do? Oh yeah, let me go find a comment. The dumbass comments. And I'm not calling you guys dumb, but some of the shit that y'all try to push back on to try to make an argument against marriage. Okay. Just don't get married, bros. You'll be okay. You ain't got to worry about her taking your goddamn $30 an hour, half of your $30 an hour. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about her taking your half of your $30 an hour. You ain't got to worry about that, okay? You'll be fine. Okay. Hold up. Where is my comment section? What was that video? Why Bam won't marry Asia Wilson. And hey, what you doing? What you doing right now? Hey, come here. Hey, tell everybody how bad Fightland was. That TV show.
How was it?
The shit that we watched the other night.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember.
What? Get up.
It was too long. It was boring.
Talking to the mic though. Why did you like lift it up? Okay, why didn't you like Fightland?
For one, it felt too slow for me.
I'm listening.
I didn't like it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't understand how all the Londoners came to Vegas and they were trying to take over it.
Okay, so the fight was held in Vegas, but he's a UK boxer, so they went back to the UK.
It felt like that whole arena was the UK.
Okay, let's get to the motivations of the boxer Duke.
Oh, Maduka. What about him?
What'd you catch? You said if you saw.
I didn't like him because, first off, you're screwing your manager.
The boss's wife. Let's continue.
So already you're shady. I didn't like he got his brother killed.
Yeah.
Because he was yet the girl, the manager's wife, Kingston's wife.
Yeah.
They knew each other as kids.
Yeah.
But you don't do stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So no, I didn't like it.
So you won't be watching?
No.
So that's a pretty bad BBC show, or not? Compared to other BBC shows, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, BBC has great. All of their crime, mystery, those are well thought out.
So those are better than most American shows.
I agree that it is. I don't like American.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
It was really.
Oh yeah, it was super trash. Super trash.
It was just slow to me.
Okay. Thank you.
Keep these in here. Your ragged shoes.
First of all, they not.
Those.
Whatever. Don't worry. I'll reiterate what she said with Fightland in a minute. But let me get to my comment section about some of y'all. This is how y'all listen to way too much. Y'all watch too much of this red pill dumbass. I feel sorry for some of y'all, because this is what y'all really walk around in y'all heads about. Like I legit feel sorry for a lot of y'all. I'm like, okay, you ain't never been with nobody that gave a shit about you. I'm sorry you haven't gone through that. I'm sorry you haven't met somebody that, challenges you and makes you want to be whatever. I get all that. Okay, let me get to my hold up. 57 comments. There's only one comment I'm really looking for. Hold up, y'all. Let me find it. Oh, come on. Let's go here. Yes, no. Give me comments. You shit is weird, because you go to the comments and don't let you go to directly to all the comments. You ain't gotta go into another thing for the comments. Like, what the fuck? I just want to get to the comments. Okay, wait, let me move it over. Hold on, I'm gonna cook y'all's response. Don't worry, because some of y'all utter the same dumbass responses, and respectfully, they are dumb. They are dumb. Y'all look for any and every excuse for these people not to be grown-ups. You want to play house. That's what it sounds like. You want to play house. That's not what adults do. Adults build the shit. They get together, build the shit, and get to work. Y'all want to play. And the people y'all listen to play too much and got y'all's head, and I don't know what it is for some of y'all. I feel sorry for some of y'all when I read y'all's responses. I'm like, you ain't never gonna get to where you gotta be. Okay, wait. Hold on. Come on, man. Give me the published, most relevant. No, give me newest. No, give me top comments. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, here we go. Wait. Okay, let me find y'all's them dumbass comments that y'all left me real quick. Where is it at? Look at this dumb. Now listen, respectfully, you're not dumb, but your argument, your reasoning, your response is dumb. This person said, "What's up?" No, they're all the same. There's only two. It's in there. It's in a. Look on the little table by the with the yeah. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. It took LeBron damn near 10 years before he married Savannah. Facts. Okay, sir. This is the dumbest comment. This is the best argument you can give me as to why a 29-year-old NBA basketball player that's been dating a 29-year-old female basketball player, they got the same problem. They're in the same industry. You're not going to find anybody more matched or more understanding of your plight and your dreams and goals and your highs and lows than somebody that's in your field. This is the dumbest response you could have given me. You anti-marriage niggas, y'all, listen, I feel sorry for a lot of you guys. And I'm not the biggest proponent for marriage. It's sorely outdated. But guess what? Anywho, Savannah and LeBron met when they were in high school. Okay? They met when they were in high school. That's number one. Number two, they had 2 kids out of high school, going into his college, whatever, out of high school into this first few years of the NBA. Number 3, LeBron got married at 28. Bam is 29. Savannah ain't have a dime to her name. Do you understand how dumb y'all's responses to me when it comes to marriage are? Okay? LeBron met the woman, they were teenagers, high school sweethearts. Some of y'all should have said he should have cut her off and got with somebody else. Why would you? Who got time for high school sweethearts? Nonetheless, had 2 kids with her and then married her and did all that by the age of 28. Bam is 29 years old playing house. Shut y'all's dumb asses up. Do you understand how dumb these comments sound? LeBron was married by the time he turned 28. Stupidity. Brain rot. Brain rot. Yo, you guys don't want to grow. You don't want to be an adult. You don't want to take on responsibility and priorities. That's what marriage is. That's what the scary part. A lot of you guys would run from, it's like the quarterback, right? When the team loses, it's the quarterback's fault. But when the team wins, quarterback gets all the glory. I get it. It's a scary endeavor to take on being responsible for a whole household. Like, she's going to question every decision you make, and it better be on the money. Some of y'all can't handle the pressure, and some of y'all failed in y'all's marriages. It happens. It happens. But you don't live in the failure. You learn from it, you pack up and move on to the next, and you do it again, and with more applied knowledge. But nonetheless, this is the dumbest shit. Look at this dumbass. Look at this. Listen, and he comes back. He says, "Listen to what you just said." He still took over 10 years after all of that. Everybody don't jump the broom that fast. Kevin King, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're a whole idiot. I can tell what you listen to. Those guys down the street is where you belong. Don't come over here, because I'm gonna give you a commentary and a stance you're not gonna like. So go listen to the trauma bond down there and stay stuck. And woe is me, and women are evil, and she wants my $30 an hour. She wants to take half of my $30 an hour. Okay. Anything else? This nigga worried about if Bam's a role player or not. Dumb. Look at this. They started dating at the Olympic. I don't need to. Listen, if I meet somebody in my field of work, she has the same amount of expertise and she's at the top of her game, I don't need 2 years. I'm like, let me snatch this one up. Quick, fast, in a hurry. You guys are idiots, man. How long did it take Montez Ford to marry Bianca Belair? It didn't take long. You understand how dumb y'all sound to me right now? They haven't been dating that long. Okay. Y'all got it, man. I like this. People can say what they want about Travis and Taylor, but they were dating and married in 2 years. Look at this. Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham say you should make a girl wait 10 years to marry. Now, did Mr. Lucario make his wife wait 10 years? Okay. All right. Fam, he will marry her. You tripping, son. Okay. Look at this. Another dumbass LeBron statement. Why are you even thinking about marriage so soon? LeBron and Savannah been together for 10, 11 years before marriage. They're not like y'all. You guys are idiots. By y'all's definition, LeBron married a nobody, risked his whole empire, gave possibly Savannah half of his whole empire. She had no money. She was a nobody. Let y'all tell it he shouldn't have married Savannah to begin with because she's a nobody. She gonna take half his money, Sly. She gonna wait 10 years and then file for divorce. Do y'all understand how stupid y'all's logic is to me? Once again, LeBron got married by the time he was 28. What's Bam's excuse? Y'all played it. Oh, and my boyfriend, my girlfriend, and oh, my favorite person from out of town is here. Like y'all play. Okay, you guys are children. She wants to get married. He's playing around, but nonetheless, okay. Some of you guys are idiots, respectfully. Okay. Jeezy Pete. Jeezy Pete. And I ain't trying to be a jackass to nobody. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm disrespecting you or legit. But some of y'all's logic, I can tell by the content you listen to, by the responses you give. How many more years y'all gonna keep listening to that stuff? And once again, now I can no longer blame the content creator. It's the people, it's you guys that consume the content. Y'all like the slop. Y'all like staying at a stagnated or even regressive state of being, state of mind. I can't. That's why I don't frequent those side of the tracks. That's why I stay my ass over here and do what I do. But y'all, some of y'all, it's okay. Everybody's not going to make it, and nor should they. Okay. Let me get to the oh my god. Okay, sure. Okay, bro. All right. Okay. And okay. Hey man, believe what you want, man. God bless you, man. God bless you. Just all you guys that don't get married. There you go. Problem solved. That way you keep your little $30 an hour. Okay, that way you save yourself from having to give up half of your $30 an hour. So y'all gonna be all right. Jeez, Pete. So let me talk about Fightland real quick. Fightland is trash. Fightland is super trash. Look at this shit here. Spider-Man has already domestically $355 million. Lord have mercy. Lord, this is just here in the States. What is it looking like globally? I've seen between $800 to $900 million. Now, what you think Doomsday gonna do? Doomsday gonna do? This is a win for Sony, not Marvel. Some of y'all forgot Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, not Marvel. This is a win for Marvel. I mean for Sony. Spider-Man tracking. What's it tracking at? Look at this shit here. So domestically, 355 million. Globally, in one weekend, this thing might make $927 million. What you think Doomsday gonna do? What you think Doomsday gonna do? Now, this is a win for Sony. This is a huge win for Sony. Thank you for the gold coins. I appreciate you always. As always, thank you. All right. What you think Doomsday gonna do? Lord have mercy. Thursday, just on Thursday, It made $72 million. By Friday, 168. Saturday, 100 million. Sunday, estimated $84 million. This is insane. And I thought the movie was cool. All right, so yeah, okay, let's do Spider-Man first. All right. Man, y'all really kicking in the coins today. I appreciate. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Once again, let me just say this again. Andrew Garfield, for me, is my favorite Spider-Man. He deserves a third Spider-Man movie. He deserves his trilogy. Everybody else got their trilogy but him. I don't know why. I think people overreacted to part 2 with Jamie Foxx's Electro. I didn't mind it. I think Garfield deserved a third film. Hopefully one day, fingers crossed, in the alternate timeline he gets one. But anywho, Spider-Man Brand New Day. I liked it. Will I rewatch it over and over again when it hits streaming? No. I tell you the reason why I still watch No Way Home is because they brought back Toby and Andrew. That scene alone is worth the rewatch. Everything else about the movie I don't care, but once you saw the ring open and Andrew walks in, I remember watching that movie. And he walked through the portal and everybody just like, oh my God, it's Andrew Garfield. Like, theaters lit up. That's my favorite scene in that entire movie. But nonetheless, this was decent. Apparently Jean Grey, when she did the mind warp, has freed up some of the people's memories from the glitch, which is why how Ned was able to remember the handshake. MJ started remembering bits and pieces, but because of Jean Grey, she broke that barrier from the glitch. I didn't like how they introduced her as basically like this bitch was killing people. They had her killing people. The old man stands in the middle of the street and gets ran over by the van. I was like, oh my God. I guess, man, this is how they're gonna bring in this version of X-Men. These young savages, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. This version of Spider-Man has some access to a bunch of monies because this kid's living in an apartment. He's got all this tech, and I'm like, that's not how I remember Spider-Man making ends meet. There was no Jonah Jameson. He didn't work for the Daily Bugle. Like, wow, they really read kind of a whole bunch of stuff. There's not enough flaws for me to not like the movie. I can find flaws in this thing, but it's not enough for me to say don't go see this movie. It was a very, very good Spider-Man movie. Is it the best one? Hell no, it's not. But personal preference is personal preference. What else did I miss? I didn't like the jumping. That was corny. We all seen the movie Fallen, right? When people just start falling over and jumping forward, one after one, it just looked, after a while, it was corny. It was cool for like first couple of times when it's introduced, but she's just skip rope, skip, and it looks stupid. It looks stupid. The Punisher watered down, severely watered down. At the end, when he accidentally shoots Peter instead of Jean, she kept him alive, and she's off on the bus somewhere. That was a perfect way to introduce some guy in a wheelchair. I don't know. I think she should have been arrested, held in some super secret max prison, and then you have Xavier roll up in the wheelchair, be like, Jean Grey, who are you? I have a school for gifted youngsters like yourself. You don't know me. I do know you. Like, that'd have been a perfect way to introduce the mutants coming in, but doing it like this bitch was murdering people. You understand? Murdering. Okay. Savage Hulk was cool. Of course, my favorite Hulk is Eric Bana's. I like Ed Norton. When he fought Abomination. That was cool, but my overall favorite Hulk will always be Eric Bana. and Ang Lee's the Hulk. That's the perfect version of the Hulk for me. So inhibitor broken, Savage Hulk kicked out Gene out of his head, and that's the version of Hulk I'd have liked to see go up against Thanos. Would have been a totally different fight, right? But then the one part when he's hanging off the building and he's got all the webs attached to him and all the pieces of the concrete in the building are kind of weighing him down. And I'm like, Hulk is way stronger than this. He should not be weighed down by a few pieces of building concrete, right? And then at one point, at that scene when he recognizes it's Peter, I guess he kind of depowered a bit. He calmed down, and I guess he lost his super angry strength and then fell down. I was like, what? You just introduced us to Savage Hulk. And then he please, Hulk, I'm your friend. Please, Hulk, I'm your friend. Yeah, that motherfucker right there. Please, Hulk, I'm your friend. And then he recognized him, and then all of a sudden he kind of like depowered, and then he fell off the side of the building. I'm like, what is this? Oh my gosh. Once again, it's not enough for me to nitpick to say I don't like this movie. It was cool. I liked it. Listen, and and then like I said, for him to be like instantly like, because once he calmed down for like literally 2 seconds, and all of a sudden he can't lift the weight of the build part of the building hanging off of him. I'm like, come on, man, come on. Hey, you know what? Hey, listen, we all could pick this movie apart. What else? What else was wrong with this movie? It was good seeing Marissa Tomei come back as Aunt May in a dream, or in his head, right? In memories and stuff. That interaction between Aunt May and Jean was cool, right? But I think you ruined a perfect way to introduce the X-Men. You should have had her in some super secret max prison and a wheelchair roll up, and you could have went to black off that, or you could just have him just wheel in and face her, Jean Grey, and then cut to black. That's all you needed to do. But I didn't like the way they introduced Jean Grey in this. Hold on, y'all. What's up, Stink Butt? Oh, did she? My bad. Where was I? Let me get y'all's comments. Where was I? I just want Maestro Hulk. You're not gonna get Maestro. Stop, bro. Stop. This was the best one to you for real. This is the best one. I can see that. Okay, I can see that. Listen, where did you hear a New York accent? I heard no New York accent in this kid. That's what I'm saying. Eventually, white folk gonna be having these same conversations that we're having when it comes to their American characters being played by Brits. Eventually, but I didn't hear no New York accent from Tom Holland throughout this movie. He talked like a regular guy, like not from New York, right? Every borough has its own like dialect. If you've been around New Yorkers enough, you can tell who's from Queens, who's from Bronx, who's from Staten Island. It's just, there's a hint of a different dialect in each of the boroughs, so you can kind of somewhat guess which borough they're from. But you didn't hear no New York accent in this guy, you know. I'm ready for Miles Morales, man. Honestly, I personally am tired of. I grew up with Peter Parker. I get it. Now that we have another option that I can relate to a little bit more, I'm ready for Miles Morales. I'm good with Peter Parker. Y'all can leave Peter Parker with the white folk. Present Miles Morales so I can go over there now. I'm ready to go elsewhere, away from Peter Parker. I'm tired. Okay? I think 40 years of Peter Parker is enough for me. I think I've earned the right to go elsewhere to another option. And yes, give me Miles Morales. I don't want no more into the Spider-Verse. I want a live action Miles Morales. I don't care he can speak that guala guala. I don't care he got long curly hair. I don't care. Okay, he got that big squash nose. I'm okay with that. He be hanging out at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Oh, okay, cool. I'm ready for Miles Morales. I'm over Peter Parker at this point, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm ready to move on. I've outgrown Peter Parker. Okay, I've outgrown him. Remember, she did not remember. And that's how Spidey knew that the guy from Damage Control was lying. She doesn't remember, and she doesn't have possession of her own body. That was not free will. When Jean is jumping from body to body, that's not free will. That is possession. Because when she leaves everybody's mind, they all like, "What happened? What did I do? It wasn't me. How did I get here?" So nobody for one remembers anything, and everything they did was against their free will. So no, the Zendaya kiss when he kissed wasn't genuine. It wasn't her. So, I don't even care if they do both. Me personally, man, like I'm just, these white folks, these crackers gonna get mad. Is that when they saw the little Puerto Rican boy give him and he gives it back to him at the end of the hospital. So remember, out the hospital, you got Punisher imitating him in the window. They're like, "Oh, Spider-Man, he's healthy." And then Peter's walking through the crowd, and little boy on the shoulders is like, and Peter's like, and people are like, "Is that Miles Morales? Are they gonna introduce Miles Morales?" Like, white folk are terrified. And once again, and I hate to say this, Miles Morales, whenever they do introduce him into live action, will get the same treatment as Black Panther. You just watch. Whenever they introduce Miles Morales live action, that character will get the same treatment as Black Panther. I guarantee it. And you know what? A live action Miles Morales, I think, would make more money than the first Black Panther. I think it would make more money than the first Black Panther. I'll debate anybody on that one. Okay. Yeah, I need more white tears, man. I need more tears from Gary and Ryan. I need more tears from Tom. I need more cracker tears. Okay, now that's another issue. Will Miles Morales be played by an FBA actor? You got to talk to the casting. You got to talk to the people over at Sony. Because once again, this is not a Marvel product. This is a Sony product, y'all. I don't think they would do that. I think they would give it to an actual Latin-esque. I don't think they would cast a Brit. I would hope not. I would hope they're not that tone deaf. I don't think Sony would do that. Because if you go to Spider-Verse, Shameik Moore is the voice of Miles Morales in Into the Spider-Verse. Okay? This is who is the voice of Miles Morales. Now he's been doing some weird shit, stalking that white girl. They need to go ahead and finish the production on this third movie and go ahead and move him out the way, because he moving too funny for my taste. But I don't think Sony would be this dumb to cast a Brit as Miles Morales. But stranger things have happened. But this is the voice of Miles Morales. Okay. I love the Into the Spider-Verse. And we got a bunch of spin-off films coming out with for this. Let me see, Into the Spider-Verse spin-offs. Yeah, we got the punk rock Spider-Man coming out. Yeah, Spider-Punk and Spider-Woman. So Sony, once again, Sony is the big winner here, not Marvel. Actively developing 2 major animated spin-offs, Spider-Punk and Spider-Woman. Okay. Focus centers on Hobie Brown, the punk rock iteration of Spider-Man, whose primary weapon is his guitar. That should be good, or at least different, because he gives me very Jimi Hendrix vibes, right? In early development with no official release date. And then Spider-Women, all-female led spin-off project expected to spotlight Gwen Stacy and other multiversal female spider heroes. And of course, I don't give a fuck about this, but Spider-Punk should be cool. I like Spider-Punk. I like it. I like the idea of it.
The Spider-Verse trilogy hasn't even wrapped up yet. We're still sitting with that insane cliffhanger. Miles Morales is trapped on the wrong Earth, the multiverse is unstable, the Spider Society is fractured, and now Sony is officially expanding the Spider-Verse. That's right, 2 new spin-off movies are now in active development at Sony Pictures. One centered on Spider-Gwen, the other focused on Spider-Punk.
That shit this will go hard. Spider-Punk is gonna go hard. I like the idea of that. Okay. I hope not, man. I hope not. But if you remember, didn't Spider-Punk have a British accent? Where is Spider-Punk from? Yeah, he's from London. Yeah, he's voiced by Daniel Kaluuya. So there you go. All right. So I would assume he would stay on as the titular role of Spider-Punk. All right. So there's that. But I would hope Sony is not tone deaf and actually would try to cast a Brit or an African for Miles Morales. Now that's a fight you're going to let the Latinos take up. So Latino slant, I'm gonna need you to get your ass on the front lines, because you're always complaining about shit when it comes to black folk. That's why Latino slant, I don't like him, because he's white. He's a white adjacent, and he's white coded. You understand? That's why I had to back off that dude, because I'm like, I don't like him, because if me and him, no, words will be exchanged. I don't like him. He is white coded, white adjacent. Low key, I think he's a white nationalist, but he a Mexican. You understand? So let him take up the mantle and fight for a proper casting for Miles Morales. You understand? What female-led superhero do I want to see? None of them. I don't give a fuck about female superheroes. I don't care. They're no interest to me. Why would I want to see that? Why? The last great one you had was Wonder Woman with Gal Gadot. You'll never see another great female-led superhero that will top what Gal Gadot did in that first Wonder Woman. You'll never see anything that good ever again. Ever. That was perfection. What Zach and Patty did was perfection. You'll never get it that good. Ever. Ever. You'll never get it that good. Never in your life. This nigga talking about Dazzler. Man, if you don't go sit your ass down. Go sit your ass down. So yeah, Brand New Day. Like I said, I could pick that thing apart, what I didn't like or what didn't work, but it was overall a good movie. It was a good movie. But this thing's about to, make damn near $1 billion, man, in one weekend, in one freaking weekend. That's insane. That's insane. Insane.
I'm Spider-Man.
Spider-Man swings back into theaters this weekend with his 4th installment in our parent company Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Please, you just have to trust me. Come on. Fine.
There's no New York accent in this kid. He hasn't had a New York accent never in this series of as his run as Spider-Man. Never. Tobey Maguire really didn't have one either. I mean, he had more, I guess. No. Andrew for sure didn't. None of them had a real New York accent during their run as Spider-Man. Listen, this is Spider-Man I grew up with. Let me just show y'all how far back I go with this. Why I say I'm ready to move on from Spider-Man. Okay, I've outgrown. I'm tired of Peter Parker. Okay, this is the shit that I grew up with. I don't think y'all understand, man. Give me the opening. Give me the opening. This is the shit I grew up with. This is what I grew up with, okay? Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Listen, it was so much CGI in this one. It was a lot of CGI, y'all. A lot. In a Brand New Day. I was like, but this is what I grew up with right here. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. Kim Fields' mama was in this. Y'all don't understand. This shit was peak, man. Yeah, this shit was peak. Yeah, Kim Fields' mama in this. Come on, man. This is what I grew up with. All right. Practical effects. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't understand. It's okay though. It's okay. Yo, man. Thank you for the 5. I do wish Gal Gadot came back as Wonder Woman. However, I'm curious to see what the actress Adria Arjona does with that. She's not, sir. She's playing. She's not playing Wonder Woman. James Gunn can't use Wonder Woman. He can't use Wonder Woman in his movie. No, she's playing what's Maxima. There is no Wonder Woman in Man of Tomorrow, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No. This Man of Tomorrow will be James Gunn's and Peter Safran's last movie with DC. They're done. They're done after Man of Tomorrow. They're done. They're done. So there is no Wonder Woman cast, sir. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Let's get back to this. This thing's about to make basically $1 billion in a weekend. And once again, I give Marvel credit, but this is a win for Sony. Y'all, Sony.
Starring real-life super couple Tom Holland and Zendaya, Spider-Man Brand New Day looks to continue Hollywood's bounce-back summer, with projections suggesting it could make close to $200 million domestically this weekend. That number would put the film among...
No, sir. There is no Wonder Woman movie going to be. No. Sir, they're going to go back to the drawing board after Gunn. Okay, no sir, no sir. They're gonna let Matt Reeves finish his trilogy, and they're gonna put a pause unless they bring back or unless they restore Snyderverse. They're gonna have to put a pause on things for a while. There is no Wonder Woman movie. No time soon, sir. No time soon. No time soon. You can't even get Superman right. And the one Batman you do have, he doesn't want to bring it into Homeboy's universe. It's a mess. It's a clusterfuck over there. Let's continue.
The top 10 biggest opening weekends ever. And on Thursday, Spidey's biggest fans are already making their way to the theater across the country. Here in the vicinity of Spider-Man's hometown, popcorn buckets in the shape of his head were already lining the shelves. With parents trying to keep up with the city's next webbed protector, Zulius.
Can you show everyone your powers?
Whoa! Zulius' father told me he frequently sleeps in his Spider-Man costume, but his mom has her Spider-Man swag on all the time.
How come you have a Spider-Man tattoo?
He loved it, so in order for me to do something for him, I did it.
Meanwhile, in Colorado, the Futrell family also got ready to go sling some webs, including Spider-Gram. She first got her son JC into Spider-Man comics when he was a kid, and now he's passed them on to his children.
Girls, what'd you think of the movie?
It was amazing!
And then from the West Coast, I spoke with Jomia Deniran, co-host of the popular TV and film podcast The Midnight Boys. As a lifelong fan and professional movie critic,
What was your overall reaction coming out of the theater?
Oh, I loved it. I thought that, frankly, this is the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie they've made. That's the Peter Parker I know and love.
Okay, once again, I'm ready to move on. I've outgrown Peter Parker. It's the same. Come on, y'all. How many times are you going to retell this story? How many times every decade can you retell Peter Parker's story? How many times can you remix this? I personally have. Give me something different. It's time for Miles Morales. And once again, I wager that a Miles Morales live action movie would make more than Black Panther. Black Panther made $1.3 billion. I think a Miles Morales movie would easily crush that. Easily crush that. And then I still believe they would do him dirty as well moving forward. You understand? So let's see. And do you think Fox should have done what Sony did by doing a partnership? Yeah. They should have never sold. Yeah, that's why you can't talk bad about Amy Pascal before they kicked her out. I mean, she was doing too much anyway, but she gets credits off this thing, man. Yeah, she understood. They should have never sold. Should have never merged. Nope. Just say, hey, we'll do a joint venture, but we retain 60-40 joint venture deal, right? Yeah, that's why you can't really talk bad about Amy Pascal. I mean, she's horrible, but man, no, listen, this is why it ain't going nowhere.
Story different than the other Spider-Man stories in this movie.
This story is about where
when
Peter.
You see them credits roll, Pascal Pictures. This is her. That's why you see Pascal Pictures right behind the Marvel logo, because this is the woman that is responsible for the reemergence of the Spider-Man franchise. She told them fools, hey, don't you ever sell this to Marvel. There's not a number big enough you can give us. We'll never sell this to you. You can make the movies, but we're going to get the majority of the split. And we'll do the marketing or distribution, however that work, whatever. But you can make the movie, but it's our movie at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Brilliant. She's brilliant for this. Now, don't get me wrong. The leaked email she's talking about Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart wanted a whole bunch of money for promoting his movies, as he should. And she said some unsavory things about him. But as for a business executive, this woman is brilliant. They will never, ever sell Spider-Man to Marvel, just like Universal will never sell the rights to the Hulk. That's why you don't have a solo Hulk movie without Universal being attached to it. Okay, never sell. Let's continue.
Is in this story when we pick him up, he's really isolated. He's alone, and no one knows who he is again, and he's lost everything.
And this woman gave you Into the Spider-Verse. Brilliant.
And I think in the world we're living in today, everybody, not just kids, we all feel really isolated. And I think that technology has taken it even further. And I think that
As much as it says it connects all of us, it isolates us.
that was what it was supposed to do. Somehow it didn't. That's what this movie's about.
Okay, this is the genius behind the reemergence of Spider-Man. This woman here. Her. Okay, let's let me see. Okay, wait. Let's do this. How much does Amy Pascal make from Spider-Man? I'm scared to look. Back end deal, participation makes her tens of millions of dollars. Okay. Look at this. When she stepped down as co-chairman of Sony, she negotiated one of the richest exit deals in Hollywood history. This contract secured her position as a primary hands-on producer for all standalone Spider-Man films and spin-offs, allowing her to retain back-end profit cuts on billions of dollars in box office revenue. This woman is brilliant. Brilliant. Rather than a standard flat fee, Pascal's wealth from the franchise comes from a percentage of the profits on every movie she produces under Pascal Pictures. Y'all should start paying attention to these logos that y'all see when these movies open up, the opening credits. Y'all be missing what the real shit is. Look at those logos that appear in the beginning and the end. Okay, that tell you who owns what, who's running what. Okay. Let's see. Her original transition package from Sony included a guaranteed baseline of $30 to $40 million spanning over 4 years. The studio initially provided her with roughly $9 million annually, specifically earmarked to cover office cost, overhead, and discretionary script acquisition. Man, this woman's brilliant. Say what the fuck you want. Brilliant. Brilliant. What's her net worth? Oh, they're keeping it quiet, as they should. As they should. As they should. This is back in 2015. As they should. Don't need to be knowing all her business. Oh, come on. Let's see. Yep, this will happen. Last summer's Andrew Garfield star in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 received middling reviews and took in less at the box office than each of its 4 predecessors. It still deserved a trilogy, man. It deserved a trilogy. I hate that for Andrew Garfield. Okay. Let's go here. The new Spider-Man film, which will also be produced by Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, would mark the second reboot of the series over the last half decade. Sony will continue to finance and distribute Spider-Man films and have creative control over the franchise. For its part, Marvel will also get to use Spider-Man in its films, something that the company has wanted for years. They're never going to get this back. Do you understand? Never, ever, ever are going to get this back. Okay? Pascal, 56, whose transition to a producer role was announced last week, will leave Sony in May. She will be paid handsomely in her new position over 4 years. Her compensation will be $30 to $40 million, according to people familiar with the pact. Okay, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, man. This is what got her kicked out because she was talking bad about black folk. Right? Documents leaked on the internet after the hack were emails between Pascal and producer Scott Rudin that contained racially insensitive remarks about President Obama. They apologized, and she's talking bad about Kevin Hart too. Okay. Let's see here. Spider-Man franchise in 2012 with Mark Webb's The Amazing Spider-Man. That film in 2014 followed starring Garfield, but the latter was heard by mixed reviews and grossed $700. They were mad this movie only made $700 million. The diminishing box office returns. The first Maguire starring picture grossed $822 million. This is DC all over again. Well, this is prior DC, right? They were mad Garfield's Spidey only made $700 million when Toby's made $800 million. And then they said, reboot this shit again. But it's the management, y'all. It's the management. It's the management. It's management. It's management. That's key to any of this IP stuff. All right. Okay. This is why Marvel will never, ever get Spider-Man back in its clutches. Ever. It's never going to happen. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Nicey Nation, thank you. I agree. We need more color for real. I think a lot of white people want to. Oh, listen. Yes. Yes. The white folk that grew up around black folk and Latinos, they want this movie. But goofballs like Nerdrotic and those that low-key, low-key white supremacists, they refuse to change with the times, right? And you know what? I guess the best thing you can hope for guys like that is that their children don't bring home no black mates. So be careful if your child is friends with one of Gary's or Nerdrotic's kids. Y'all be careful. Be careful if your kids are friends with Ryan Cannell from Geeks and Gamers. Hey, don't send your kids over to their house for sleepovers and shit. Okay? All right. They sell fake seats. My show sold out, but there were plenty of seats. Our shit was packed. Our stuff was packed. I'm not saying it's not like the music business where they don't sell seats. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. But, I'm sure they do. Let's go here. All right, so this is what happened with Wonder Man. They canceled it. Now, mind you, this was a race swap series, and black folk are falling for the okie doke, saying, "Oh, they don't want us. They don't want to have us the black." Listen, Wonder Man was never a black-faced character to begin with. Wonder Man is white. Y'all didn't watch Wonder Man to begin with. I didn't watch this shit, and it got an Emmy for this, or it's Emmy nominated, and they still canceled it. Okay. So what happened was Andrew Guest, the co-creator of Wonder Man, gave an update. He said he saw all the backlash to the canceling. He says he wrote the first episode of season 2 before the writer's room began this month. The production was set for early 2027. Everyone's schedules were cleared, and ultimately it was Disney Marvel who felt continuing the show didn't make sense. I still feel it was a very bad decision to take away something that was loved, critically acclaimed, and scored an Emmy nomination. But nobody watched it. So let's go take a look. Wonder Man streaming numbers. So let's take a look. Nobody watched Wonder Man. Nobody. Look at this. Okay. Modest viewership, pulling 549.6 million minutes in its first 10 days and 618 million minutes on the Nielsen streaming charts at number 8 before dropping out of the top 10 entirely by its second full week. So by episode 2, this thing was already done. First 3 days, around 135 million minutes watched, according to Data Tracker. First 10 days, 549.6 million minutes watched across its 8-episode binge drop. Ranked number 8 on the streaming originals chart for the week of January 26th to February 1st, averaging roughly 77.25 million minutes per episode. Quickly fell off the charts in subsequent weeks, marking a lower per episode average than prior Marvel live. Nobody wanted a black swap Marvel Wonder Man. Nobody watched this. Nobody wanted this. Sorry. Nobody wanted this, y'all. Nobody wanted this.
She talked about Wonder Man coming into Nielsen's top 10, and it's not like she made it seem like it's a success, but it looks like she wanted to say.
Speak. I can't listen to you. Okay. Once again, nobody watched this. Did you watch it? No, you didn't. It debuted at number 8 and then fell off a cliff after that. So nobody wanted this. To be fair, nobody wanted this. To be fair, nobody wanted this. Okay. Let me check something. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Okay, let me get to Fightland. I messed around and watched episode 1. The wife wanted to watch it. She's just like, let's just check and see how bad it is. And it's as bad as my wife has said. Listen, so oh, I can't wait to see these streaming numbers, y'all. I can't wait. So let me explain to y'all what happened in the first, what this show is all about, and what's a poorly written show, a poor anti-hero, poor villain motivation. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay. Let me get to the image. Let's do this here. Yeah, let's do this here. Okay. Just bear with me, y'all. Okay. Now, this is the main character. His name is Duke. He's a boxer, heavyweight champ, right? This guy here is Kingsley. This is his promoter, his boss. This is Kingsley's wife. This is the boxer Duke's best friend. These two lads are Kingsley's children. And this is one of the might be his love on again, off again love interest, ring girl / I know boxing. Okay. So what happened? This guy here, the only person that's missing is his brother, his trainer, his brother and his trainer. His brother is his trainer. So first episode, they're fighting in Vegas for the title. He wins. He comes from behind and wins. His brother and they're all celebrating. The promoter, Kingsley, has a fight party. Now, during the fight party, Duke and Kingsley's wife are having sex. But you don't know that's his wife until they all come to the actual party. They come to the party hand in hand. And then he shows up, and then they're exchanging glances while she hugs him. She's hugging her husband while looking at him. So towards the end of the night, he decides to leave, go home. He's in the parking garage. 2 hitmen jump him and break his left hand with a hammer. While they're beating his ass and breaking his hand with a hammer, his brother, the trainer, shows up to stop the fight. The brother gets hit in the neck with the claw part of the hammer. He dies. So then he gets up and chases the other hitman and beats him to death with his bare hands. He goes to prison in Vegas for 7.5 years. And he gets out. Well, before he gets out, he meets a Mexican cartel member and says, "Hey, I understand, blah blah blah. I need you to get next to these people. We want to take over his drug distribution in the UK, Kingsley." Now, during the 7.5 years, Kingsley goes missing. So everybody's like, "Where's Kingsley?" While Kingsley is missing, the kids are running the drug empire. The boxing promotion is a front for their drug empire. So the kids are running it while daddy's gone, missing. And she's raising their kid by herself. He makes a deal with the cartel. The cartel actually brought the white dude, one of the hitmen, into the cell. Like, "Hey, ain't this the guy that, I need you to kill him. And you kill him, we'll get you out early." Right? One of the hitmen. And he asked the white dude, said, "Why'd you do it?" He says, "Well, the boss knew that you were messing with his wife, and he sent us to send you a message, but we weren't trying to kill your brother." So why are we here? So this silly series based on revenge, it's his fault. He was banging the boss's wife. And you thought the boss was stupid. The boss sent you a message. And because your brother's your brother, he jumped in and accidentally got killed. They weren't trying to kill the man. And you're a fit of rage because, you got to blame somebody. You beat the guy to death and you spend 7 years of your life, wasted your time as a heavyweight champ. So the white dude told him, say, hey, we weren't trying to, man, it was an accident, man. We were just sending you a message. The boss knew that you were messing with his wife. So he stabs the white dude up. Now he goes to work for the cartel. He comes back to England. He meets up with his best friend, right? He sees her. He's like, I want to see you. She done like, hey, I'm raising my husband's kid. He's missing. And they got a new fighter they're promoting. So he gets back good in with them and infiltrate their drug distribution. They steal a load to create friction between them and the Albanians because the cartel wants in on their drug distribution routes. I'm good. No, thank you. This is not even a real motivation to be a bad guy or whatever the fuck you are, anti-hero. You're wanting revenge. Sir, you're the cause of the problem. Do you understand when I talk about good storytelling, good writing, a good character development? Why would I care about this character? Why are you asking me to care about this character? He's the source of his own problems. And you see when he convinced me that y'all know what good storytelling is, a good written show is, you don't know. Now, but by all means, please go watch this series. And whatever. You like it, you like it. I can't. This is slop. This is slop. This is slop. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Don't listen to me and the white. We don't know what we're talking about. We don't know good written shows. We know nothing. We're just people with, opinions and stuff. That's all. That's it. That's all. Okay. Let me see what. Okay. Did I miss anything? And once again, I'm not telling you I'm telling you what my metric, my standard. This is not it. And I can't wait to see these streaming numbers. Let this man convince y'all that this is the most anticipated, most hyped thing. Ain't nobody checking for this damn show, man. Okay? Nobody's checking for this show. Okay? It's just that simple. All right, let's continue. Man. So wait. This is how conflicted some of these people are. And it gets worse when you agree with them. It's weird. Hold on, let me show you how weird this is. Like somebody got mad because I agreed with them. Let me find it. Hold up. Let me find the comments. Where is it at? Or did they block me? I think they blocked me. They blocked me out the comment. This guy was breaking down the Fightland shit. And he said what I've been saying, that this is a poorly written, or not Fightland, but The Power. That how so you mean the time, basically the person said all this time Jukebox doesn't know that Kanan killed her dad and they're cool. And I said black folk don't know what good writing is, and they got mad at me. I'm like, but you just said the same thing. Damn it, they kicked me out the damn thing, y'all. Let me go to my activity. Let me see if my activity will show. Hold on, your activity. Comments. Like, how are you mad at me? I agree with what you said. Okay, I think I found it. Oh yeah, they blocked me. Yeah, he blocked me. Okay, so this person, now pay attention. Everyone's talking about Marvin getting killed, right? So this person said, terrible writing. What sense does it make for Kanan to kill Marvin when Snaps and Pops are dead anyways? Even bigger question is, why would Jukebox help Kanan after the fire in OG Power when he killed her father? It doesn't make any sense, just a bunch of killing family members for no reason. It doesn't make it any better that we already know the end story. He got way less than he deserved when he finally dies. Shit is phony for real. They need a new writer, or can I see this timeline going to shit? Exactly, because it makes no sense. Juke loves her father. She would never forgive that. Same thing I said. It would be different if she hated her father the way she did when they fought each other over her girlfriend. But they're way past that. Do better. Okay. You don't get it. They made Kanan kill Marvin so we could finally understand why Juke is so cold and heartless in the original Power shows. This is why that was her switch. You're not making any sense. You say that was her switch, but yet she helps and nurses Kanan after the fire when he kills her uncle and father? Exactly. Okay. Let's continue. Do you think her being on Demon Time stopped her from loving her dad? You did see what she said in their last interaction together, right? He had already said he wasn't doing it for snaps and pops. It was all personal for Kanan, not business. Juke probably knows Kanan killed Marvin but can't prove it, which probably leads to their fiery encounter, but her foot isn't fully out for her cousin, which causes her to die when they plan on kidnapping, killing Reek and Ghost for ransom. What? Do you understand now? And he blocked me because I said urban people don't understand or have no clue of what good writing is. But now you got people arguing in the comments like this makes no sense. Okay? But I got blocked. But okay, it's cool. I understand what you're trying to say, but will you tolerate and nurse somebody that killed your uncle and father? Let's see. The audience knows this to be true. Us being the viewer weekly, Juke knows only one of those truths, being with Kanan killing Lou. She may not get to the other truth. We have one episode left to see what happens, and we still have origins. What's left for her is a valid assumption with no evidential proof. Did y'all forget how Kanan and Juba? Okay. And then they're just bickering back and forth. Okay. But when I say you don't know what a good written, people get offended. Like, I'm not calling you stupid or slow. I'm just saying you just don't know what a good written show is. You just don't. I just talked to my brother about this, and it's given they gonna have to make it like Juke never found out because she surely did help him when they were older. However, when she finally was trying to expose Kanan to Tariq in the abandoned warehouse with them and Ghost, she had a lot of I'll win in her heart towards Kanan and wanted to show how much of a monster he was. Now, even with that being said, I do not think it's because she knew about her father. Even with her exposing him, it wouldn't be enough payback. But I'm pretty sure she was also turned cold enough to know Kanan was cold too. So I don't even know if she really F with him or just F with him for the business. But all in all, it's given she couldn't have ever found out about her father because we see how she is now about him while she's young and on Demon Time about family and friends. What would ever make her stay cool, calm, and collective when they are older and still help him out? It's just not giving Juke's MO. So they are going to have to figure something out, and more than likely we will find out on the Ghost, Tommy, and Tasha series about what was told to her, because like you said, other than that, it wouldn't make sense. I'm not watching Origins. I'm sorry. So for y'all to cover up the other hole that y'all dug up, all these holes y'all keep digging and have to keep filling up because it makes no sense. I'm good, man. I'm good. And see, thank you for saying it. Thank you for saying it. Because they assume they're dumb because this is what they like. It doesn't take much to entertain them, right? Look at Tyler Perry. Okay, do you guys consider Tyler Perry's audience intelligent? Hey, just hear me out, man. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me see. Is there anything else? I'm good. Exactly. Then empower Kanan and Jukebox are the best of cousins. Like, this ain't happened. So how does that work? And Kanan killed Marvin. She never gonna forgive him for that. Now the story just doesn't make no effing sense. 50 Cent, you definitely need new writers because we finna stop watching this shit because now you just doing whatever. It's not even making no sense. Shaking my head pissed me off by killing Marvin literally for no reason. He clearly said that he was not shooting Marvin over roughing him up for what he did to Lou, which is understandable. You literally killed your uncle that loved you. You deserve an ass woman. And then he goes on to say, oh, it's deeper. It's deeper than that. What is deeper than that? What, he had no beef with Marvin. He was always there for everybody. Shit is stupid. Yeah. That's because he let that shoe man write this season. You can definitely tell the writers changed as well as. So 50 Cent has no power. Like I've been saying. He's not in the writer's room. He doesn't get no script approval. He doesn't help write the scripts. He's just the face of a product, of slop product that he feeds to y'all. And the studio heads know, hey, okay, they like, he can, get the masses to like this urban slop. And y'all don't question anything. Because then what happens is your own people will attack you for thinking outside the box. Like, hey, this doesn't sound right. That doesn't flow. That's not cohesive. That's not good character arc. Doesn't show character development. The reasonings and motivations for this character make no sense. Yes? There you go. I like that too. People just want 50 to win at all costs. I agree. I agree. Have y'all, even though maybe Juke never found out that Kanan killed her dad? Duh. Doesn't matter. Still isn't good writing. Look at this person. This was the absolute best writing ever. You want to know why? Because it pulled on our heartstrings. But I've been knowing this since the beginning of Raising Kanan. From the beginning of the show, the writers have been setting it up to show us how he could easily kill his son and his favorite cousin, Juke. They had to show us how he arrived. I knew this boy was going to kill his whole family from the... Once again, his motivations don't make sense. His motivations are not justified. Any great villain has a great motivation for why they're a villain. Once again, show me in this 5 years where it makes sense for Kanan to end up like this. He was a rich kid, a spoiled rich kid that wanted to be a dope dealer. So instead of working with the family, you kill off the entire family. I've never heard of a dope dealer show, urban crime drama, where the son just kills the entire family and wants it all for himself. What? Now, I've seen urban crime dramas shows where they bicker amongst each other for top dog in the family, but they don't whack each other like that. You understand? So the Italians have a code where family and friends family is off limits. The blacks have no code. Okay. Gotcha. They will explain in Power Origins when I'm not watching that shit. I'm not. Will not. I'm good. Okay. You got that right. And that's why I think she doesn't find out. There is no way she's helping him in the future after taking out her pops. He's going to play sad and blame Breeze and the crew, or it's a dream that Marvin is having, which I doubt, but it's possible. I know the previews show him in his casket, but again, he could be dreaming. We shall all, oh my God. Okay. Here I go. I said most urban folks don't know what good storytelling looks like. And he got mad and he blocked me. Okay. Been saying this for how long now? For the last, few months about Power. Like black folk just don't. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask. So let's talk Tyler Perry. Do you think Tyler Perry's audience is intelligent? Yes or no? Do you think Tyler Perry's audience is intelligent? If you know somebody and that's like when you leave the church and you study other doctrines outside the Bible. You read the Quran, you read the Torah, you read the Talmud, you read the Apocrypha, you read the Emerald Tablet, you read the Torah, the books of Enoch, whatever. You understand? And then you come across somebody that says, "Oh yeah, I go to church faithfully. I read the Bible," and you look at them like, "Yeah, no, I can't hang with you." You understand? You look at them different, yeah. Once you learn that there's other things out here to study from that have pretty much the same message, right? The original 100 commandments or whatever the case may be, right? And then you come across a stomped down black Christian that's only about the King James version, nothing else matters, and you look at them like, yeah, I can't talk to you. You might even deem them stupid, respectfully, yes? So do you regard Tyler Perry's audience as highly intelligent? Because you look at what they use to watch to entertain themselves. And I'm just like, why? And you're like, why does that appeal to you? Or unless you're a low bass vibrational knuckle dragger that simply entertained by just monkey throwing stuff on the walls. Doesn't take much to entertain you. You're like a child. Doesn't take much to entertain you. Flashing lights and loud sounds, and you're hooked for 3 hours. Yes? Yes? Do you regard Tyler Perry audiences as intelligent? Okay. 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 I'm just asking. Matter of fact, let me just put a poll. Let me do the poll. Let me put a poll. So the original poll I had, Spider-Man, the best Spidey film, and y'all said no. Okay, good. I didn't think it was, but you like what you like. Okay, let's do the new poll. Okay. Is Tyler Perry? Okay, no, let's do this. Would you consider Tyler Perry's audience intelligent? Now, listen, there's nothing wrong with turning your brain off for a few hours. Okay, let me preface that. There's nothing wrong with you turning your brain off for a few hours. It's like homegirl Sage, Sister Sage in The Boys. Smartest person in the world, and she would lobotomize herself so she can be dumb and not have to be the smartest person in the world. I get all that. But overall, if you came across somebody that's well versed, and I mean extremely well versed in all of Tyler Perry's old stuff and the new stuff that's on BET Paramount or BET Plus, would and they thoroughly enjoy those shows, would you regard them as intelligent? Would you look at them as intelligent? Do you think would they be somebody that you would really have a sit down conversation with about cinematography, pacing, storytelling, character development, like none of that shit? Would you consider them intelligent? Yes or no? Poll is up. Okay. What was my other topics? Let me see. All right. Let's go to Lil Wayne. Now, people still want to debate if people can be replaced or not. It's okay. If you don't believe people are replaced, it's okay. I'm not going to debate you on it. Either you believe or you don't. Okay. All right. Now this is the new Wayne. I can still see tattoos. Wait. Now, to be fair, I still see tattoos, but this is old Wayne. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he? Oh, come on, come on, come on. It's bad lighting, but you can still see some tattoos there. Yeah, I still see tattoos. But most people are saying that's not Wayne. Now I'm going to assume this has to be some type of AI filter. All right. I don't know. Do you think Wayne has been replaced? Matter of fact, hold on, let me go to IG. 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 Let's go to IG. Let's go to IG real quick. Okay. This is what the people are saying. That it's not him. I can see a tattoo or two, but no, I really don't see much of anything. I don't know. So y'all ignoring the thousands of missing tattoos. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot. This is... Oh, they're there. Okay. I see them. I see them. This is bad lighting, for one. This is bad lighting, for one. There's one point when it okay, let me show you. Let me stop it where you can see the tats at. Hold on, let me stop. You can see them. You see the chest piece. So let me find a picture to Lil Wayne tattoos. Hold up. Okay. So let's go here. No, let's go here. Nope, that's old. This is new. Okay, this is new Wayne. Okay. Oh, come on. Wait. Let me find that particular picture. Okay, this is pretty much him. No, that's old because he got there's a there. Okay. Hold up, we're gonna do a compare contrast. Wait, let me find a good picture of him. Because this is old. He's got way more. So this is him. Here we go. This is a good one. Okay. This is a good one. This should be a good one. All right. Okay. Now let me go to what I see. Let me XR that. Okay. Let me move this over. Let me slide this over. All right, here's what I'm seeing. Oh shit. Okay. You can see some tattoos, especially on the chest piece, the stomach here, right? Okay, so let me see what I see. Let me show you what I see. MOB. Okay, the chains are covering up this part, but you can see the red star, right? Okay, you can see the red stars. Oh, come on, don't do this. Hold on. It's gonna make me log in. Damn you, Pinterest. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. Okay. Now, you can see the 3 stars, right? Hold up. The 3 stars. You see the 3 stars. And then this here in the sternum. What tattoo is that in the sternum? because they breed envy. You can see that scroll there, and then we got here, the tats here. I don't know, y'all. I think it's just bad lighting, but you can clearly see his tattoos. I think people are thrown off by the muscle definition or the low body fat that he's exhibiting. But you can see that one side tattoo there, right here, right? Oh shit. Yeah, there's that side, the one on the side, and you see the one across. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But this is a very bad video because you don't see, few people not know how to do your camera settings in 4K. My God. But he's got extremely low body fat. He's extremely defined. And I think that's what's throwing a lot of people off. But for the most part, it looks like they're all there. It's just bad lighting. It's just very, 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 very bad lighting. I just think it's the musculature is throwing everybody off. Yeah, you can see them. They're just not. Yeah, this lighting is. Yeah, you can see them. Cash Money, I see it. Yeah, you see the Cash Money across the stomach. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, you see it. That side tat there. Here on the shoulders. Yeah, that's all this. That's all him. The dice. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. And like I said, the 3 stars across his throat. You see it. I just think his musculature is throwing everybody off. But he was never like. He's always had, a low body fat percentage. Like he's always had low body fat percentage, but I think this is what that he's. It looks like he's actually packed on a couple pounds of muscle. The way his abs are poking out, I think that's what's throwing everybody off. So I don't know. I could be wrong. But I need people to learn how to adjust y'all's camera settings on y'all phone. Please, there's no more excuses for grainy phone footage. Anything less than 4K, like, come on, what are we doing? Like, why are we wasting people's times? So I don't know. I it looks there to me. It looks there to me. So I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. All right, Big U. Oh boy. Big U. They got hit with more charges. My God, this man's cooked. This man is so cooked. All right. A superseding indictment adding charges that includes 2 counts of solicitation to commit a crime of violence, 2 counts of witness tampering, and 1 count of conspiracy to transport an individual across state lines for prostitution, and 2 counts of wire fraud. This man's cooked. According to the new indictment, Henley allegedly approached 2 fellow inmates on June 10th of this year, seeking information about a witness against him was housed and offering to pay them to kill them or seriously injure the witness to prevent that person from testifying at trial. Prosecutors also alleged Henley paid co-defendant Armani Affolgi to transport women from LA to Vegas to engage in prostitution, sending payments through Zelle in late 2022. The indictment further accuses Henley of submitting false information on COVID-19 economic injury disaster loan applications for his business. The superseded indictment also adds new allegations supporting the racketeering conspiracy charge. Among them are claims that Henley and Associates assaulted a Grammy-winning recording artist. Oh, that's Future. So this is Future. Over an unpaid debt in 2014, embezzled charitable donations intended for his nonprofit organization, prepared false employment records for a court proceeding, sought additional pandemic relief loans, and threatened a cannabis business owner who refused to pay him. My God. Henley and 6 co-defendants are scheduled to stand trial in February of 2027. This man, just plead out, man. Just plead out. Okay, he's also accused in the racketeering case of a 2021 killing of an aspiring rapper that was signed to him. This was the young guy that was found in the desert. Okay. Just plead out, man. Plead out. Plead out. Big U wanted Adrian Broner beat up for not checking in with him after he took a total of $6.5 million from NBA All-Stars in a fixed dice game. Big U then charged $100,000 to each player to help them get their money back, offering protection and enforced check. That's what Jay Prince was doing. Same thing Jay Prince was doing. Shaq and Draymond were both extorted and donated money to Big U's foundation, money that he transferred into his bank account immediately. Shaq has been getting extorted by the Crips since the 90s. That's why he left LA. Allegedly one of the main motivators behind it. Yeah, that's why he left. Yeah, that's no secret. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. That's nothing new. Let's go here.
Right? Hey, Future O broke some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the football player.
Sierra.
We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take the I got him. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running. I'm chasing the dead homies through the Delta. It runs into a motherfucking terminal, and he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it.
Whoa, bro.
Wow. He runs into the terminal. True story. Runs into the terminal, right? When he runs into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far, because what you gonna do, jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? He throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, Whack, it's me, Stunner. Talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on? I say, oh, Trick a bag, man. He can't be in our backyard and he owe bro a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay, right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Whack, my word to you, I'll pay the debt. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Whack, this Stunner talking to you. As your brother, leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. Send me Trick, I'll pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I threw it back to fall off the way. Trick got his wire.
Okay. All right, that's how it be.
Me, Trick, and
that's how it is. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. We don't care about all that. We don't care about all that. Okay, we know that. All this, we know. Okay, let's go here.
New at 4, the feds have brought new charges against a man known as Big U. He is accused of running a criminal enterprise in South LA while collecting millions of dollars in anti-gang money. Eugene Henley Jr. has been in federal custody for more than a year now, and prosecutors at this point say he tried to have a witness taken out. NBC4 investigative reporter Eric Leonard has been following this case since the beginning. He joins us live with an update. Eric.
Hi, Colleen. Well, federal prosecutors say this was a plot hatched from inside jail, where they say Henley was trying to pay other inmates to go after and attack a key witness. This allegedly happened last month while Henley was awaiting trial on conspiracy, racketeering, and fraud charges. This is Eugene Henley Jr. in a sketch from one of his initial appearances in federal court after he was arrested last year. Part of the initial case accused him of diverting public and donor money from his gang intervention programs and enriching himself. The feds say while he carried himself as a reformed gang leader working to prevent violence, in reality, he was still a shot caller on the streets, running a large criminal organization.
Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities.
Now 17
my bad.
Initial case, he was still a
This man's going to wait for life. This man's going to wait for life.
Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities.
Now, 17 months after that arrest, the feds have brought new charges, alleging that Henley hatched a plot from behind bars to take out a witness against him. A superseding indictment unsealed today says on June 10th, last month, Henley offered to pay 2 inmates to kill or harm victim 1 in order to prevent that person from testifying. There are other new charges that allege Henley was involved in moving women across state lines for prostitution in 2022 and 2023, and that he filed a fraudulent application for a COVID-19 disaster loan. Henley's organizations received millions of dollars in public money to run anti-gang programs in South Los Angeles, much of it funneled through the mayor's office and its gang reduction and youth development program. Henley's defense lawyer says his client maintains his innocence and plans to fight all of these charges in court. I'm investigative reporter Eric Leonard.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Let's go here.
Niggas say, what's the one bitch name? The singer bitch. His baby mama. Bro, you know Sierra name, bro. Stop playing. Niggas is crazy, bro. Like, bro. And then, it don't even sound realistic at all, though. Like, you telling me you ran down on Pluto and Sierra? Oh, you's a bad motherfucker. Oh, this nigga crazy. Niggas start off.
Okay. Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly. But he's right where he needs to be, y'all. He's right where he needs to be. So let's see what academics has to say.
To a local Los Angeles hospital, he's in stable condition. Greystone Manor was shut down because of the incident. So word on the street is Future Security. Roscoe was attacked by the LA-based gang who were in the 60s for a debt Future owes. It appears they were trying to get to Future, but attacked a security guard, according to source. Future owes her own 60s money, and the nightclub security got Future and Sierra out in time before the 60s reached to them, but we're told Roscoe is still hospitalized. If you were there and witnessed the chaos, the cops were everywhere, from helicopters to patrol in the parking lot. We're told the ambulance rushed Roscoe to the hospital. Meanwhile, it was work as usual for Sierra. The Body Party singer performed on Jimmy Kimmel Live Tuesday and sat down with Chelsea Handler. She admitted to Handler that she performs those sexy moves. Okay. Interesting, y'all. Wow. So they committed violence against him and his associates in security for failing to show respect and pay money. In or around, so it looked like that was a debt for an unpaid show, right? In or around 2014, a few days after Henley and his associates stomped out NBC, which is Future. So damn, Future was a victim. They were beating the brakes off of Future. It sounded like they were beating Future's ass. That Future might have wanted to go in the Future. Nigga, like, what the fuck? So
I know it's 2014, but nobody has footage. Like, nobody has footage, huh? No grainy Nokia cell phone footage. No, okay.
Stomped out Future.
Okay.
So defendant Henley and a co-conspirator chased Future. Oh, this is bad right here. This is bad. Defendant Henley and a co-conspirator chased Future through the Los Angeles International Airport in an attempt to further intimidate and collect money from Future. Now, this is bad, chat. This is incredibly bad.
Okay. Yeah, Big U, he never come home. He's done. He's done. Dun dun dun. Dunzo. Dun dada. Dun dada. All right, let me go here. One last. Ooh, just this story here. This is bad. It's bad for different reasons, but let me go here, y'all. Let's go here. Y'all have heard the story that's going around the internet. Cheesy Pete's. This is terrible. This is terrible. Okay, let's go here. Wait.
It's going down in real time with Roland Martin. So my management team used to work with him. They was like, well, do you really need to tell him? I said, yeah, he needs to know that this is coming out. And they called him and he didn't deny. We just got word back. He said that he's aware of it. The videos are somewhat old and he's being extorted. Okay, girl. I'm waiting on his lawyer to call me because I want to know what we're going to discuss. Because we are going to discuss Roland Martin.
If Roland Martin is smart, you just don't acknowledge this, man. Just say, hey, I'm being extorted. Nefarious people out here. And then that's it. Now, I'm no fan of Roland Martin. Some people will say, well, this is his comeuppance for how he's done black people over the decades. All that is good and true. It was good for the goose, good for I'm with you. I'm with you. If I'm a fixer or I'm on his PR team, now if I'm a fixer, you go get the person that's extorting him, you make them go away. But anywho, if I'm on his PR team, spin team, I would say, hey, there's rumors of being, I'm a victim of blackmail and extortion. There's nefarious, make it political. Say, hey, these people align with this Republican or this Democratic or this political party is trying to put pressure on me and cause grief and havoc on my family during a time when, I was in a private recording, whatever the case may be. Say that, make it political, and blame it on a political party, spin it, and go after whoever leaks the video and sue the fuck out of anybody that releases any footage from that video. But I would not directly address this, especially with the very people you've been talking down on for a very, very long time. Roland Martin has talked bad about black folk for decades. And if I'm on that PR team, I'm like, listen, you just say, hey, you being extorted, you being blackmailed, harassed by people aligned with a certain political faction, and that, this causing distress to you and your family. This was during a time when you were, under the guise of, just consensuality and being free and, and whatever, but you won't stand for it, then legal action will follow, whatever, and leave it at that. That's what I would tell him to do. Let's continue.
Martin on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, we are discussing it all. The girl, the woman, the wife. A lot of y'all don't even know he married. If Roland want to come and answer.
No, I would sue Tasha K into oblivion. I would call whatever political favor I had left and put all types of pressure on this woman, whoever employs her, whatever company she's aligned with. I would bring the hammer of God upon this woman as another lesson. Be like, okay, you saw what happened to the last person that wanted to leak this footage of me out. Do you understand? That's what I would do. But come on.
To these questions, absolutely, we can have Roland Martin on. We can. And then he's
Why?
probably going to do an interview and then go play victim like how Amanda Seales is playing victim. Like she didn't know who Tasha K was. Girl, bye.
Okay, so let's get well, this is how it started. Where's it at? Okay. So it's absolutely insane that I just received stills from a video allegedly showing Roland Martin inside a woman's home, not his wife's, laid out on her bed, appearing to be pegged. Now, what does that mean? See, now, if he's laid out, that's not a pegging position. I would think he would be butt in the air or him being on his knees or something. So because he's laid out, listen to the words, y'all. Said he's laid out on her bed. Okay, if you're laid out in the bed, what is that? That's not a pegging position. That's not a pegging. That's why if I'm Roland Martin, I would sue this woman into oblivion. I will call whatever political pundits and favors I have to bring so much pressure on anybody that does business with this woman. I would sue her into oblivion. That's what I would do. Appearing to be, that's not a pegging position, y'all. Some of y'all, let's not be stupid. You know what a pegging position is? This is not it. Okay? I'm not caping for the guy. I'm just like, I like shit being fair and balanced. Okay? But let's continue. The fact that cameras are set up in the room, the fact that he allegedly sent her pictures of himself in a G-string, this is only the beginning. I wish I could unsee this, but I thought y'all said this man was gay forever. So him sending pictures of himself to a woman in a G-string, okay. Is that, I thought y'all said he was bisexual or he was in a bearded relationship, bearded marriage. His wife was his beard, whatever the case may be. Fine. Okay, let me see what else we got. Wait. Okay, the AI pictures, y'all, they doing too much. Where's the rest of it at? Okay. So Roland Martin his team has confirmed to my team that the stills I received of him appearing naked in a woman's home that's not his wife are 100% authentic. Okay, so he says he is being extorted. He also proposed that he would be suing if we or any other blog disseminates these hilarious ass images of him appearing to be in a leopard print thong. Jeez. I'll be breaking. But don't Italian men be wearing thongs on the beach? And don't y'all black women be liking that shit? So that's what I'm saying, man. Call it down the middle, y'all. Okay. Yeah, call it down the middle if you're going to do all that. Because I done seen too many white dudes on the beach. They be in their little thongs. And come on, let's not act like white dudes don't be wearing thongs and shit. Come on, stop. All right, anything else? Oh, shit, yeah, Game of Thrones. I got to go watch Game of Thrones. Yeah, y'all. Y'all not going to get 4 hours out of me. Okay. Once again, this is dangerous, man. This is dangerous. Laying out on somebody's bed does not mean you're appearing to be pegged. That's a specific position that this does not indicate. This is disgusting. Like, this is bad. This is some type of shit I would have to come see you. Like, laid out on the bed is not a pegging position, y'all. Let's put on our thinking caps. But once again, Roland Martin deserves everything that's coming to him. I'm just telling you how I would advise him to move if I'm on his team. If I'm, this is my opinion. So, okay. All right. Okay. Like when y'all went to go see Chippendales dancers, they were wearing G strings and thongs. Let's not all of a sudden forget what a G string and a thong is, people. All right, those dancers y'all go see be wearing them shits. Stop playing. Stop this nonsense. Okay. That's that. Okay, what else? What else did I say I was going to talk about? Big U, Spider-Man, Wayne. Oh, that's pretty much it, really. Yeah, do I got the 4 hours? Do I have 4 hours in me right now? Do I have 4 hours in me right now? Okay, let's go here. Wait. Let's go here. White man. Wait, what did I tell you about these white folk losing their minds about how they're being done by their government? Let's go. Pay attention.
And I've been doxxed.
You've been doxxed? What? Tell me.
So I don't know if you've heard, but Mayor Mamdani has decided to release a list of the 950,000 residences with addresses and names that might be eligible for his pied-à-terre tax. I came out in favor of this tax. This is the definition. He's taken a legitimate source of tax revenue and he's turning it into a wanted poster. And the question I would have is, other than trying to identify and imply these people have done something wrong, and then 18 months after a healthcare CEO was executed in the street and then published the list, what is the upside here? Why is he doing this? And I've been doxxed.
Sir, he was for this, and it backfired on him, and now he's purporting to be a victim. Hey, man. Once again, white folk getting a hell of a wake-up call. A hellified wake-up call. Let's go here. The business of Yeezy. I want to go over this. This is a pretty good breakdown. All right, let me see what this is first. Let's go here. China versus LV. I still want this ridiculously expensive Louis bag. Where is it at? Okay, listen. I still want this dumbass bag, this Louis Vuitton bag, okay? This bag cost $4,800. I want this bag. Help me get this bag. Okay? I think I deserve it. I think I've earned it. So anybody that has $4,800 just laying around want to send to me so I can get this bag, I will be indebted to you like no other. Okay. You can DM me with all your stupid videos and all the little slops you like to watch. Be like, Sly, look what I'm watching. Sure, hey, yeah, you can do that. I'll allow you to send me stupid DMs from IG and Twitter of all the dumb shit that you watch. If you would be so kind to send me $4,800 so I can purchase this bag. Okay, please and thank you. All right, please and thank you. So where are we at? So let's get to it. Let's go here. Let's go here.
LV took Chinese tea chain Molly Tea to court, claiming its 4-petal logo copied LV's iconic monogram, a pattern the French house has used since 1896. But here's the twist. Critics say that flower isn't originally French at all, but that it resembles Baoxianghua, a Chinese decorative motif dating back to the Tang dynasty over 1,000 years ago. It's not a real flower, but an idealized design blending the lotus, peony, and chrysanthemum, originally tied to Buddhist art and once used to decorate temples, silk robes, and imperial porcelain. Molly Tea's founders say their logo drew directly from this heritage. Still, in July, a Suzhou court sided with LV, ruling that Molly Tea's logo was too close to LV's registered trademark. Molly Tea was ordered to pay 10.3 million yuan, about $1.5 million US, apologize publicly, and change its logo. The ruling sparked outrage on Chinese social media, drawing more than 400 million views on Weibo. Now, boycott calls against Louis Vuitton are spreading, as many accuse the brand of trying to monopolize a pattern that's belonged to Chinese culture for centuries, and using the courts to claim ownership over something that predates it entirely. Why are Chinese consumers
boycotting? A lot of shit's going down. Neri, thank you for the 2. I appreciate you. For Sly's Louis bag, keep the ball in rolling. Hey, please, yes, thank you. Yes, you got me income. This nigga said, I got you income tax season. Bruh. Okay. Let's see what. Okay, the business of Yeezy. Let's go here. This is pretty interesting. All right, you ready? Okay. Ye runs Yeezy like a trademark and intellectual property empire. Pay attention. This is very, very informative. All right. The Yeezy empire is built on paperwork, product, music, and aura. Okay. So let's go here. Ye's empire is incorporated, filed, and renewed like any other capitalist infrastructure. Oxpaha Incorporated, a California corporation registered on Melrose Avenue, holds the Kanye West mark. Filed in 2004, registered in 2009, first used in commerce that same year alongside Yeezy. Filed in 2013 and registered in 2017. Both have been renewed as of recently as April of 26, kept active, and defended the way any Fortune 500 protects its intellectual property. A second holding company, Mascot Holdings, operates as a separate legal vehicle entirely housing Ye and covering novelty pens and buttons, and Northwest, newer still, covering toys and dolls. This is so smart. Both moving through examination with counsel, actively filing extensions and paperwork on their behalf. This is the corporate and legal machinery underneath the spectacle. Shell companies, register agents, renewal deadlines, class codes, and nod to capitalism and mastery of its instruments. The artist as his own holding structure, the name itself converted into a managed defensible asset class. Okay? So let's take a look. Current owner, Mascot Holdings. This is the address. Entity Corporation, California. For all those people that talk shit about California, everybody's leaving. Yeah, well, Ye's still here. So he's still here. Let's continue. All right, this is the Yeezy trademark. Registration number, serial number. Let's see. Okay, let's continue. All right, Oxpaha details of the 391 owned trademarks. Musical recordings, musical video recordings, downloadable. That's the serial number, Oxpaha. Okay. This is it here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. This is why I think Kanye will outlast Jay-Z when it comes down to it. I think Kanye will outlast Jay-Z. He'll be one of the last men standing. He's already been through, the fires he's been through. My goodness. Okay, let's see what else we got. I don't care about that. What is this? Oh, Travis Scott got some merch coming out. Do you care? Will you cop? Travis Scott just dropped the Odyssey shoes and other merch. All right, the Cactus Jack collection for the Odyssey. Capsule includes 2 t-shirts, a long sleeve, and a tote bag with 2 of the pieces carrying IMAX marks, and is only available for a week. Travis also designed 2 Nike shoes with the film that only the cast and crew are getting, both using deep wind pony hair inspired by the plume on Odysseus's helmet and spinal detailing taken from Agamemnon's helmet. Oh, that sounds dope. The drop lines open up with a short film Travis directed for When I'm Home, which soundtracks the end credits of the movie. I'm so happy for this dude. He's playing the game the right way. Cactus Jack, Odyssey, Nike Moon shoe cast. This is for the cast and crew. This is so dope. I love this. I'm sorry. There's a spinal column from Agamemnon's armor. That's so dope. I can't. How can you be mad at this? $75 for this. How can you be mad? I'm happy for this dude. There's a tote bag. Defy the Gods. $75. I'm happy for this dude, man. I'm loving it. And no hating here, man. I'm here for it. I love to see stuff like this. Okay. Let's see. All right. So the question is Pharrell versus Chad. Who really made the better beats? I don't know. But once again, Pharrell's made some of the best comeback beats for some of these artists in a very, very long time. Let's go here. So this is some of the stuff he's been producing. Okay, let's go. Take a listen. All right. Okay. Turn LV headquarters into a recording studio where he created hits for Lil Baby, T.I., and more. Let's take a listen. Pharrell produced both Let 'Em Know and Mr. Him from Kill the King. T.I.'s reported final studio album, Let 'Em Know, gave T.I. his first top 40 hit in more than a decade, proving the duo can still make major records together in their 50s. Oh yeah, that's what I know. It's Chad. I've been saying they both can make awesome beats by themselves, but Pharrell's been doing this shit for the last 10 years with no help. So what are we talking about? Let's continue. Lil Baby's first solo single of 2026, Dead Fresh, was also produced by Pharrell and premiered during his Louis Vuitton Spring/Summer 27 show in Paris. The song quickly became one of the summer's biggest rap singles and debuted at number 18 on Billboard Hot 100. Let's take a listen. The video's crazy. Old school Countach's. Let's go. Future reunited with Pharrell on Radio Friendly Alice, one of the standout cuts from The Real Me more than a decade after first working together. They still sound unlike anything else in Future's catalog. Let's take a listen. Okay. Quavo's new single, Haven't, introduced his forthcoming album, executive produced by Pharrell, premiered during Pharrell's Louis Vuitton Spring Summer 27 show in Paris. The track marked the beginning of one of his most ambitious projects of the year. I'm just saying, Pharrell could have easily settled into legacy status by now, but he has chosen a different path. Instead of living off past classics, he continues producing music for some of rap's biggest stars and proves his influence never stops shaping the genre. Okay? For me, it's not about Chad versus Pharrell, but some of the biggest hits in the last 10 years, man, it's been Pharrell. Some of the biggest monster mainstream hits has been Pharrell. Say what you want. Say what you want. All right. Do we care about Nancy Grace and I don't care about fucking Brandon Tatum. What's this? This is funny. This is good. Okay, let's go here. Once again, anti-marriage guys, you can leave. This is your cue to leave. You can leave here. You can leave now. Let's go here.
Pop Smoke. Oh, you a big motherfucker. You a big. What you weigh? What you bench? 405. How tall are you? 6. Come in. Come on stage. Come in.
Hey, Nikki Blanco, thank you for the 10 on the Cash App. Thank you, my dear. All right, I'm like 48. I mean, let me see how far down, how much I. Okay, this is 10, so I'm down $4,790. $4,790 for my Louis bag. Please help me get my Louis bag. Please. It's a must. Let's continue. Let's
arm wrestle, nigga. Let's arm wrestle. $100 arm wrestle. $100 arm wrestle.
And you better be that.
Who you? That's you. Come here, girlfriend. Come here, girlfriend. That's okay. You ain't gotta tell jokes, mother. I was like, come here. I've been drinking, bitch. You ain't going on after me. So you beat each other. You know, arm wrestle. You beat it. Come on, put your elbow. I better let him win. Okay. Wait. Hold up.
We're gonna do this because
What happened?
I'll never let you go again.
She gonna take half of his $35 an hour. Oh, don't do it, bro. She gonna take half of your $30 an hour. Don't do it, bro. She gonna take your what you guys driving these days? She gonna take your 4Runner, bro. Don't do it. She gonna take your 4Runner, bro. Don't do it. Bro, she gonna take your Hellcat. Don't do it. She gonna take your Hellcat.
Wait. We didn't hear your response.
She's gonna take your Hellcat, son.
I want to cry, but this is my best friend, and I'm over here all giggly and drunk and shit. No, you guys crazy. I like me,
Okay. She gonna take his Hellcat and half of his $30 an hour. Let y'all tell it.
You already a husband. You like, all right, right, we done. Come on now. What's your name?
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. She gonna take his Hellcat, y'all. She gonna take his Hellcat. That was beautiful. Ooh. Let's go here. When it's time to hang it up. When it's time to hang it up. Venus and Serena. When it's time to hang it up. Venus Williams is 0-9. 0-9 this year. Look, stop giving her wild cards. Venus is an icon. It's time to stop giving her wild cards. She's been doing this for 2 years, and I don't think she's won a singles match. It's getting sad to watch. When are they going to stop giving her wild cards that should be going to young Americans? What's wrong with these tournaments? Because she brings bodies to these tournaments. These wild card spots are vital for some young players who's paying all from their pockets. Each possible dollar and each possible point means the world to them. Great player in her day, but it's beyond time she retired. Age has caught up. Is that right? Is that right? Watching her play is like watching paint dry. Okay. Okay. This one's caping. Okay, this one's caping. Let's see. Stop the wild cards. Make her qualify. Someone ranked 600 should not be in these tournaments. She still won 6 games against a much younger professional at the prime of her career. Losing 6-3, 6-3 is respectable at any age, but the fact that she won those games means she can still play at a You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's 0-9. Okay. Let's see. Why does Venus still continue to play tennis? I can answer that for anyone wondering. Since year 2020 to current month 2026, Venus Williams has a record of 8 wins, 42 losses. Wow. Lacoste pays good money. Venus Williams has 7 Grand Slam titles. We don't care. She continues to get a wild card, taking up a possible wild card to someone else who can win a match. Answered the question: would you be a customer service associate or work behind a desk below $90K a year to play tennis for Lacoste to pay you millions per year? It's not hard to understand why. I said because she put butts in seats. Okay, but the casual fan, or not casual fan, but hardcore fans don't want this, and I'm with them. I'm with them. Make her play a qualifier, win a qualifier tournament, and then do it that way. But I don't think they should keep getting wild cards. This is my opinion. Okay, what is this? I got an hour and a half. Oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna be able to give y'all 4 hours, y'all, because I'm ready to go. Let's go here.
30 songs. Michael sent me back home to mix Remember the Time, do the remix, because he wanted the sound of my studio. Michael called us like 12 hours after getting there and said, y'all got to come back. Sony put the doggone commercial on the TV. They told him, you got 12 days to mix this album and master it. John Marie, he called me out of the blue and said, T, I made a mistake. You may fire me for this. I recorded Dangerous without the Dolby SRs. Without Dolby SRs on, you're going to get a hiss. Like... When I got there, I said, so what we gonna do? He said, I can record it over, but I gotta reline the tape. That takes about an hour. Just relining 24 channels. That would take a long time. He said, I think I got a solution. They put it in Dolby C, and this is what we got out of it. If you hear the drums, it feels like it's suction. Hear how it's gated? And then, when the bass come in, boom. And what that did, it got us a Recording Academy Award. Thank you, John Marie Horvat. That was the best mistake you've ever made. So we only...
Okay, I love these stories. I wish Teddy Riley would put on a master class and do this and like make a little mini tour out of it. Just go around to different cities talking about his production process, what it takes to go into, you know what I'm saying? These old regalic stories, like, man. Okay. That was cool. Let's continue. Yeah, I ain't got 4 hours, y'all. Y'all gonna get 3 hours, and we gonna leave it at that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. 3 hours, cause no, I just don't. I just don't. I don't care about Nolan Wells. I'm over that. What is this? Washing. Why is this up here? What happened here? Oh, that's old. Okay, covered that already. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. What is this? Nope. Okay, that's old. Get rid of that. Oh, let's go here. Heat 2, y'all. Heat 2. How did we get Heat 2? I'm so excited for this.
Executives getting cold feet to wind up at Amazon MGM Studios. I've got the full story. I'm Drew Taylor, senior writer for The Wrap, and today we published a giant story on the making of Heat 2 and how it ended up at Amazon MGM Studios. The project started a few years ago as an adaptation of a best-selling novel co-written by original Heat filmmaker Michael Mann. It was first set up at Warner Brothers with Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca, and then they basically reached a loggerhead over the proposed budget for the film.
Yeah, Michael Mann wanted too much money, and they were like, we can't give you that type of money.
At which point it left and went to Paramount and Sony. But how did Paramount and Sony not seal the deal on this hugely anticipated sequel, which now has Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale signed up to star? That's what the article is all about, and we get into all the nitty-gritty. So you want to read the whole thing?
Okay. It's a crazy story. It's a crazy story. So here's how it went down. Okay. So basically, March of 25, Warner Brothers offered $125 million to make the film. Budget talks stalled over the scope of Michael Mann's vision, and then it went to Sony Paramount to strike a deal to co-finance and co-distribute with a $160 million budget. And then in September, Paramount grows concerned about the level of control. The studio exits the project. October 25, Sony remains committed but needs another partner. With time running out, they keep shopping the project. October, Amazon enters the chat. Amazon MGM Studio sees the long-term value and steps in with a green light. And now we have a Amazon MGM Studios. We got Heat 2 coming. Okay. Do I want to go into a deep dive? I kind of want to go over it. But some of y'all gonna be like, come on, slide us down. I'm like, I get it. I'm not gonna bombard you guys with this. Okay. Oh, do we have family fatigue? Whew, buddy. Ciao. Y'all ready? Did y'all hear this story? Michigan officials say Christopher Carroll Kowitz took out his wife and their 6 children before setting multiple fires inside their Grand Haven home. And oh, this is horrible. Why would he do this? Look at this. This is how the photos be looking in headlines when a white man takes out his entire family. Oh, it's not funny, but it's funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. Oh no. Oh no, why they do this? Black man who take out his family, white man who killed his. Why are we like this? Why? Look at this. Look, this is crazy. A white man's face when you're planning when you apologizing, but he already planned. Why are we like this? Why? Why, sir? Why? Well, let's go down this rabbit hole. This is not part of the. I wasn't planning on covering these type of topics when it comes to my movie stuff, but Why did he do it? Do we have a motive? Do we have a motive?
A shocking murder-suicide has left a family of 8 dead. Michigan father Christopher Kirolkiewicz's employment ended shortly before he is suspected of killing his wife and 6 children.
Oh. And this is the type of pressure that women will never understand. Like I said, society will always take care of women and children. A man's whole identity is tied to what he can do, right? As far as work. And once that's been removed, he has nothing to identify himself with. I'm not saying what he did was right. He should have leaned on his wife and said, hey, okay, we're going through a rough patch. We're going to figure out we need to downsize or whatever. And then he's got the pressure of the kids and costs. And I'm not excusing what he did, but this is a type of pressure that I just don't think women could ever understand, because once again, you can go down to DCHS and health and wealth services and get food stamps and WIC and emergency housing and all that. Men cannot do this. But let's continue.
The American Heart Association confirmed in a statement to Oxygen.com that Christopher served as the National Vice President of Sales and Marketing from September 2023 to July 2026. This month, however, the organization said, quote, his employment ended. The 47-year-old is suspected of fatally shooting his wife Amanda, also known as Mandy, and the couple's 6 children, ranging in age from 5 to 15, in their Grand Haven Township home before setting the home on fire and turning the gun on himself, according to a July 27th press conference from the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office. A medical examiner determined that all 8 had been killed from gunshot wounds. The manner of death for Mandy and the children, including 4 biological sons and 2 adopted daughters, was ruled a homicide, while Christopher's death was ruled a suicide. Family's pets, including several dogs and at least 1 cat, also died due to the fire or smoke inhalation.
Jeez.
2 years prior to her death, Mandy allegedly discussed problems in her marriage, including her husband's infidelity, in a series of posts on Reddit linked to an account independently verified by the Holland Sentinel to belong to her. In one post, under the username MandyK1179, the Michigan native allegedly talked about meeting her husband while she was working as an intern. She wrote, per the news outlet, quote, he was divorced and older than me. Fast forward 10 years and 5 kids, he was cheating with the intern again, the same age I was when I was the intern. Mandy said that she decided to stay in the marriage for the sake of her children. She added that the couple relied on marriage counseling to help them work through the rough spot.
Jeez. Hey, man, I'm not making excuses. I don't. You know, kids used to be off limits, but they're not anymore. No, I said, no, I'm giving 3 hours. I'm not doing another 90. I'm not doing 90 minutes. Oh, that's cool. I'm about to end this and then start some laundry and... All right. Okay. Oh, let's go here. This is interesting. I like this discussion. Okay. Does CeeLo Green owe Goody Mob anything? Now, I remember early on Goody Mob, Dungeon. I remember Goody Mob when they first were introduced. CeeLo Green stood out as the weird one. I honestly thought he was gay. But he was very eclectic. He was next level. You can tell the rap stuff was like kind of dumbing himself down. I always felt like the rap stuff, he was dumbing it down, because when he came out with the Gnarls Barkley, I was like, oh, this is him. He's always been this. So let's go here. Let's take a listen.
Got this latest situation with Goody Mob and CeeLo, as you know, people trying to figure out this latest situation with Goody Mob and CeeLo, as you know, they just recently joined us here on the morning show this week. We're gonna start with CeeLo. He came to the show.
Well, it's really something logistical. It's not personal. It's quite professional. My decision on it, because put it like this: there's 2 things that happen. If you put out a project, you invest yourself emotionally, artistically, you know what I mean? Like, you want to see it through. So,
do y'all remember the hits this man had? We're going to go over it, his catalog. He owes Goody Mob nothing. just a nod of respect, like, okay, this is where I came from, but I'm so much more than this. His music clearly reflects. I mean, this man, wow. Let's continue.
If something doesn't reach a point of satisfactory, you either gonna have to work hard to push it there to get to that point, and then on the flip of that, if something is overwhelmingly successful, then you got to work 3 times as hard to supply the demand. Yeah. So each project has to run its cycle. You know what I mean? We're in Atlanta, we're home, so we're going to talk about the other things that I'm affiliated with and that I extend from. So of course, Dungeon Family, Goody, all of those things with the utmost respect and reverence. And so I never disrespect, you know what I mean, like our family, you know what I mean, and the legacy that and the monuments that we built here.
Okay, I do remember when they were beefing. The whole One Monkey Don't Stop No Show, that was a diss about him. It got ugly. You can say CeeLo's ego got the best of him at the time, but come on, man. Like, look what the music he was putting out. And the reach and effect that it had. Listen, that Crazy record was out of here. Out of here. Beyond Rap, out of here. He was out of here.
You know what I mean? But, you know, just for going forward, you know, it's just a focus, you know what I mean? And I won't even be as definitive as I was on the last couple of occasions where I was just like, no, not doing it. And so like, because truthfully, I don't know. So like, whatever God may move me to do.
The Goody Mob came.
Wow. I don't think people really understand right now. And then, you know, most casual mainstream fans don't know who the fuck Goody Mob was, y'all. Is that fair to say? Is that fair to say? Is that fair to say that most casual CeeLo Green fans never heard what's a Goody Mob? What is that? And if you go back and listen to those Goody Mob records and watch the videos and watch the interviews, he was always different. And you couldn't pinpoint what it was, but you're like, he's not like the rest of them. It's like Electric Company. One of these things is all the same, one of these things is not. He was definitely not on their wavelength, man. He was somewhere else. And shit, man, let's just do the album sales by itself. Yeah, what's a Goody Mob? What is a Goody Mob? The Lady Killer, that one did 1.1. Has a Goody Mob album ever even gone gold? I don't think they should even win gold. Okay, so let's do Gnarls Barkley. But I remember they were beefing, man. And that whole, no monkey, One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. I was like, ooh, okay. I was like, okay. Look at, they were out of here, man. That scene Elsewhere out of here. Out of here. Out of here, man. Two times platinum. Worldwide 5.8 million copies. They were out of here. Damn, I still forgot about Danger Mouse and Gorillas. Jeezy Peach. Let's do single. What did I think do single wise? That thing was 8 times platinum. That thing was 8 times platinum. He was out of here. 8 times platinum. Out of here. My favorite performance is when he performed as Darth Vader. Oh my God, that was epic. That was so epic. That's when they were like when he did the Darth Vader performance, it was over. Yeah, with Danger Mouse. Bro, out of here. Out of here. Classic performance, man. That was a classic. Out of here, buddy. I want to see it in yeah, okay, the quality is not that great. But he was out of here. And then the Grammys, I remember that performance. Homie was out of here.
Who do you think you are? Ha ha, bless your soul.
He was gone.
You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy.
They don't even do anything like this anymore, man. I mean, the amount of creativity, the amount of pop culture awareness at the time, these artists aren't doing this shit anymore. Could you imagine if Beyonce did a Barbie theme? You know what I'm saying? Like, no pop culture awareness. None. Like, you're not trying to push the envelope, be different. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this amount of creativity in the mid 2000s, you're not gonna see this shit come back ever again. These people are too far gone, man. Wow. I forgot how good this was. Damn. Oh, those are classic performances. Classic. Man, listen, man, if you weren't in the loop, exactly, like everybody was in the loop. That's the thing. Like, everybody was aware. Everybody understood what was moving the drums and pushing the moving the needle forward. And it's like none of these cats have that wherewithal. It's like, are you guys even reading the room? Do you see what's going on? And sad. Now I gotta go back and rewatch those performances to kind of recapture the feeling of when I first watched that stuff. Let's go here. Hey, listen.
At y'all when y'all trolling me, huh? Well, keep scrolling if y'all don't like the way I look. The fuck? Y'all really be mad because I ain't got no teeth. Y'all really be mad. Y'all mad as shit. Why? Why y'all mad? Help me understand why y'all so mad that I'm missing all my teeth. I don't like the way I...
What is... And she pregnant? Are you surprised? Oh, that's her guy? Is this her guy? Oh, okay. She ain't got no teeth, y'all. But hey, you didn't think somebody's not gonna lay down with her? Wow. I cannot. How can you be mad? How can you be mad? I just want to know what happened with the teeth.
To prove everything.
That's all. She's cute as a button. I just want to know what happened with the teeth. That's all. But she's cute. She's cute. I just want to know what happened with the teeth, y'all. That's all. That's all a brother want to know. That's all I want to know is what happened with the teeth. Hopefully, we can find a backstory. What happened with the teeth? Let's go. Let's go look and see if we can find what happened with her teeth, y'all. I'm just here to ask questions.
Is what y'all up to? If y'all have any questions, I have answers. Don't be shy, because I'm not shy. Just come correct. And don't be coming asking me some unnecessary questions, okay? Now drop them comments.
What? Sis, we need to know. Oh, okay, addiction? Is that what happened? Oh, wow. Let's see. Okay. So she went through some things. Okay. She went through some things. Wow, wow. Okay, I knew there had to be a backstory there somewhere. Okay, good for her. Good for her. Why would anybody make a video disparaging this woman? I don't know, but there's a lot of guys that have a lot of pent up hate for women just generally being happy with their flaws and everything, and then they get even more upset when guys, be with these women, marry these women, have children with these women, families with these women. Like I don't get it. Like, what's the problem? Let's go here. Okay. Okay. So she got dentures. Okay. Cool. Listen, I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we got here, y'all, but we are here. She said, "Gum morning. I'm done. What is this?"
Leave this shit. But I literally woke up with a tooth growing there. Look. Sorry. Y'all won't believe.
Why did she lose her teeth in the first place? She has medical conditions. Oh. She developed a heart condition from being on drugs. She's spoken about it before, but not much. Oh. That hence the addiction part. Okay. Yeah, you didn't think somebody wasn't not gonna mess with her? Like, did motherfuckers think that somebody was not gonna want to lay down with this woman? Okay. Oh wow. Oh, she Philly. Okay, here we go. I was in Kensington homeless and addicted to drugs for 3 years, so I do have personal experience. I've been introverted, also isolated with my story and thoughts. Sharing my story is a purpose for me and others to take heed. They say an addict will always be an addict, but is that true? No, I believe we all just have to sacrifice till we want the help God. And my mother was my hero. This is my story about when I started running away from problems, and when I started hanging in Kensington and Philadelphia. Oof, shit. Wow. Okay, she's a survivor. She's a survivor. I'll give her that. She's a survivor. Much respect. Much respect to that. Okay, I've been on for 3 hours. That's all I got, y'all. I can't give y'all 4. It sounded good at first, but I'm like, no, I don't have it in me. Oh, let's go here. Ah, damn it. It's not going to let me play it. Nope, not going to let me play it. Okay, let's go here. All right, the gold statue in the TSG Entertainment intro is Odysseus shooting an arrow through 12 acts. You've seen this intro before. Hold up, I'll show you what we're talking about. TSG logo. You've seen this logo before. You ready? This is Odysseus. He shoots the arrow through the 12 axes. Did y'all catch that? Anybody catch that? You've seen his logo before. Okay, now the story behind that. All right, the company behind it put $3.3 billion into 140 Fox movies, including Deadpool and Avatar 2, then had to sue Disney to get paid. Okay. Here's the part nobody watching the logo knew. TSG was never a studio. It stands for the Selig Group, a financing vehicle founded by former Dune Entertainment partner Chip Selig, with the majority of the money coming from Magnetar Capital, the hedge fund best known for the 2008 CDO trade that paid off when the housing market collapsed. So in August 23, TSG sued Disney, claiming Fox used nearly every trick in the Hollywood accounting playbook to avoid paying. An audit of just 3 films, including Best Picture winner The Shape of Water, found at least $40 million missing. TSG argued the real total ran into the hundreds of millions, and the shortfall forced it into a worse position on Avatar 2, a film that grossed $2.3 billion. Their lawyer was the same one Scarlett Johansson used against Disney over Black Widow. The case settled in January of 24, terms undisclosed. This is why we say Hollywood is the studios are money laundering. That's why we keep saying that. That's why we've been saying for years, it's nothing but money laundering. That's all it is. That's really all it is, y'all. An elaborate money laundering scheme. The movie business. Okay? All right, I'm out of here. I saw I got 3 hours, y'all. I was tired and I still got to go to the gym. Oh, let's go here. The Salem witch trials. Pay attention. Witch hunts targeted women with financial independence and status. In colonial New England, women from families without male heirs made up 64% of the females prosecuted for witchcraft, 76% of those who were found guilty, and 89% of those who were executed. Oh no. So this is about economic suppression. This is interesting. Okay. When Catherine Harrison's husband passed away, she became the wealthiest woman in Wethersfield, Connecticut. Rather than wallow in her new status as a young widow, she decided to run the farm she'd inherited on her own. She took up ranching and a slew of other hobbies, including brewing ale, spinning yarn, and beekeeping. She traded honey and beeswax for candles. She was by all accounts headstrong, outspoken, and clever. Okay. Urban beekeeping surging in popularity. Okay. But Harrison was a single woman and mother of 3 daughters who, in a notable contrast to today's trad wives, felt she did not need a man. Her independence, wealth, and the fact that she practiced astrology make her hobby seem less like those of a good wife and more like those of a good witch. Unfortunately, Harrison lived in the 17th century when fear and paranoia dominated the New England colonies. It was a time when a woman's refusal to conform to puritanical patriarchal norms made her vulnerable to accusations of witchcraft. In 1668, more than 2 decades before the Salem witch trials kicked off, Harrison was arrested and put on trial for witchcraft. Okay, so she went to the home. Okay, let's go here. In 2024, I visited Harrison's land in Wethersfield, one of the first stops I made on a research trip for my book, Good Witch. Over 3 years, I spoke to dozens of experts, traveled from Connecticut to Massachusetts, and then across the seas to Scotland, England, Denmark, and the far north of Norway. Each place was touched by the European witch trials that spanned the 15th to 18th centuries, where 80% of the approximately 80 to 100,000 people tried were women. While there were many causative factors in the witch hunt, patriarchy, economic hardship, and religious and political tensions, to name a few, women's financial independence and power made her vulnerable. Sometimes this independence was realized through inheritance, sometimes her proficiency at work. Harrison's initial charges were dismissed, but she was summoned before the court again the following year. The indictment alleged she had familiarity with Satan and by his help acted things beyond the ordinary course of nature. The wide-ranging accusations included divination and healing. People said that they seen her likeness appearing in their beds at night. It was alleged she had asked for the devil's help to make her work more profitable and to hinder the work of her neighbors. More than one witness mentioned being suspicious of her skills as a spinner. Several men accused her of bewitching them to impede their trades as weavers. And one tailor claimed she bewitched him to incorrectly sew sleeves on a jacket 7 times in a row. During the trial, it was clear her neighbors' accusations of witchcraft lacked evidence and were mostly based on petty grievances, jealousy, and superstition. Although she was convicted, the magistrate spared her life, citing weak evidence, and banished her from Wethersfield instead. In an analysis of the trials, the U.S. historian Carol Carlson found that although it was rare for women to inherit property, when they did, they were more susceptible to witchcraft allegations. Women from families without male heirs. Harrison had 3 daughters, made up 64% of the females prosecuted, 76% of those who were found guilty, and 89% of those who were executed. The pattern reflects how these women were aberrations in a society with an inheritance system designed to keep property in the hands of men. Harrison's business endeavors are prevalent in her trial notes speaks to another pattern. Like midwives, healers, and female religious leaders, women who turned their traditional skills to profit placed themselves in competition with men and in positions of vulnerability to witchcraft accusations. Okay. Okay, let's go here. Rather than relying on legal records which painted a one-sided picture, Carter used the casebooks of a medical practitioner and astrologer, Richard Napier, who recorded at least 1,700 incidents of suspected bewitchment from 1597 to 1634. Work in dairying and medicine were naturally prone to spoilage and disease. These ordinary outcomes were viewed as corruption induced by bad magic. Corrupt blood made wounds rankle, and corrupt milk made ill-scented cheese. Across Europe, women's work in medicine would be maligned as witchcraft by institutions like the church and academia. Wise women once enjoyed prominence and reverence in their communities for treating ailments with herbal remedies and prayers, delivering babies, performing minor surgeries, and setting bones. But in 1325, Pope John XXII wrote a letter to Bishop Stephen of Paris warning him that women who were practicing medicine without formal education were in fact practicing witchcraft, and asking him to forbid them from doing so. In the centuries that followed, regulations concerning who could legitimately study and practice medicine were tightened further. Since women were barred from academic institutions, they were effectively barred from the medical profession too, which is the irony is the majority of people in the med are women. But okay, interesting. Okay. Let's go. Eventually, the marginalization and attacks on female healers would culminate in witchcraft prosecutions, like in Scotland, when the healer Agnes Sampson, another widow, was put on trial by King James VI in the North Berwick witch trials of 1590. She was accused of participating in a gathering of witches with the devil, where it was alleged they had cast spells to raise storms and sink the ships of King James as he sailed home from Denmark, Norway, with his new bride, Princess Anne. Oh, that's Anne Boleyn, right? James ordered that Sampson be tortured, and under immense duress, she confessed. Of the 53 offenses she was indicted with, over half focused on her practice as a healer. Wow. Historically, it's been dangerous for women to reach for financial independence and status. While modern witchcraft, from tarot cards to astrology, has surfaced in the zeitgeist as a dreamy symbol of female intuition and girlhood, there is still risk and violence implicit in the label. Women aren't being burnt at the stake anymore, but as we saw in June, on the billboards across Melbourne depicting Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen in a black pointed hat, when people want to take a woman's power away, they'll still call her a witch. And on that note, we out. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you guys, everybody, for the discourse and the super chats as always. Yes, $4,790 away from my bag. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
One of the ops rates to catch my takes,